Okay, here we go. Good morning, everybody. It takes a while for this StreamYard to catch up with the YouTube, so that's why there's a bit of a delay there. Good morning, North Caloocan City, Timothy White, the Clevelander, Robert M., Polly, Jim Schultz. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Okay. Well, we had a whole bunch of people come in all at the same time. Just a second here. Murray, good morning. Matthew and Mila Grossa. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I have a subscriber, Dennis Brock, who's in Cavite. I spoke to him about 24 hours ago, and he said there was no ash in Cavite at all, which surprised me, considering how close Cavite is to the actual crater. Maybe he will come into the chat. He comes into the chat every week. Maybe he'll come in and give us an update on the Cavite area. He was telling me he lives only 30 miles north of the crater and had no ash at all in his streets, on his car. Very unusual, I thought, especially considering that we had a slight brushing of ash here, a slight dropping of ash here. We had no additional, just so you know, we had no additional ash droppings overnight. We have had nothing else than what I showed you guys in the video. Okay. So the main ash fall here was Sunday night. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, would have been Sunday night. I've checked the top of the tarp back there, also the cover on my motorbike, and there's nothing else there that wasn't there when I made the video for you guys yesterday, showing you what the ash looked like. Yeah, Das Marinas, okay. Yeah, they ran out of masks almost everywhere. We did wear masks for most of the day yesterday. I don't know if we will today. The kids got out of school yesterday and today, so they'll probably be out the whole week for this. I don't understand the school system here. Okay, Murray, yeah. Ceylon. Okay. Only 16 kilometers north. Okay. Well, like I said, maybe Dennis will come into the chat today and give us an update. Dennis Brock. Dennis Adam, hello. Sorry, Dune Buggy, hello. Jim Schultz, it's kind of funny. I was all over the internet this morning looking for an active update on where it's at right now. Has it slowed down? And I can't find anything on the internet here that's current. Today's the 14th. The only thing I could find were posts from the 12th. So, I mean, that's the internet here in the Philippines. I maybe should have looked at ABS-CBN. The problem with that is most of that's going to be in Tagalog. So, Uzelfinch, hello. Most of that's going to be in Tagalog. So I'm only going to pick up a little bit in piece. And Melanie's not home right now. Melanie walked over to her sister's house this morning. Was there any warning prior to the eruption? Not really, no. Not that I know of. Again, where I live here, you got to remember things work a little bit differently here in the Philippines. I was on my laptop, connected to the internet all day Sunday. I didn't see anything come up. There was something that came through on the phone. Let me see if it's still here, if I didn't delete it. From the NTC. Oh, this came yesterday at 2 p.m. Sorry. Let me see if I have it. Good day, Lazada Express delivery today. Oh, good. That's Maddie's food. The only thing that I saw this morning that looked current was that we're still at a level 4 and a massive eruption is imminent, meaning possible, right? When they say that. Okay, Timmy Ram Jam says the rocks look much bigger to him. That's funny. You see a video of it. Paul Rosario, hello. Thanks for coming in. Ken Unger, hello. It's a level 5 now. Okay. Like I said, I was all over Google and also Yahoo Yahoo/PH, and there's nothing that's current. And that was probably about 8:15. I didn't see anything that was current. So last update from Volks was at 8 a.m. Okay. Are you concerned for your health or safety? Not really. We'll deal with whatever happens. I mean, it's just the way it is here. What are you going to do? J.S. Eeyore, hello. Mark Doyle, we are 125 kilometers north of the crater. 125 kilometers north. Jim Schultz, is Arayat an active volcano? Good question. Does anybody know? Mount Arayat? One of the most visible volcanoes in the Pampanga area. You're not twitching more. No drama. I don't know what that means. Imminent means about to happen. Mark Sin Lao says my wife was still there in 91 when Pinatubo exploded. Yeah. Stephen Varai, good morning. Yeah, Arayat would be, let's see, Angeles City is 78 kilometers. So, yeah, Arayat is probably, it's really hard to judge the distance. I would have to look it up on Google Maps, you guys. It's really hard to judge the distance, but it's very prominent there. When you're, if I'm up there in Angeles visiting Brian or Tuck, Arayat is very, very prominent off to the east. Let's see. There's Walter. Walter, how are you? Pirate Cove. Kevin and Gemma, hello. Robert M., I don't know if the airport's open. I was looking for updates this morning. I couldn't find anything. Not too close, depending on how big. Yeah. The There you go, Clyde. Hold on, you guys. It's jumping really bad. Any residue when you shower? No. And again, I'll repeat, we've had no additional ash fall here on our home overnight. I inspected the tarp back there really well as the cover on my motorbike, and there's nothing else there that wasn't there when I made the video for you guys yesterday. So apparently the initial eruption was enough to send the ash this far north. And obviously it has slowed Big Bear Life. Obviously it has slowed, excuse me, it's slowed down. Big Bear Life, I have noticed not many Philippines channels active today. Do you know where the internet hub is in Manila? No, I would have no idea. Yeah, Stephen Varai. Okay, that makes sense. Angeles is about 78, I think, by motorbike. So 88 kilometers for... Dennis says my brother-in-law is living and working in Calamba. I've not heard anything from him since this started. Calamba, okay. Terrence Walters, welcome. Well, I can tell you this. We have had no air traffic over our house for the last 2 days. So, well, sorry, not the last 2 days. Today's Tuesday. They shut down. See, it didn't start till about 3 p.m. Sunday, if I remember correctly. 2 p.m. Sunday. We had air traffic Sunday morning, but we haven't seen one single plane, and we are in the flight path. What I mean is we do get approaching aircraft, and then we get the people that they send around, which obviously for NAIA, it's quite a few planes. We've learned to recognize the incoming flight path, and the guys who are going around have been sent around. Matthew and Milagrosa, do you ever get sick from the food or water? Matthew and Milagrosa, I got sick on street food once. Pork barbecue sticks. But I've eaten tons and tons of street food here and never been sick. And the water, no, you just don't drink the water. You just don't drink the water here. You buy the, they call it mineral water here. My wife and kids call it mineral water, but okay, Walter says the upper wind directions have changed. Okay. Somebody put a link up of uh, actually it was a big YouTuber. The guy had 100,000 subs, and him and his looked to be Chinese girlfriend were swimming in the crater on the 3rd of January. So that's 11 days ago. SF Bokaki, good morning. Sorry, you guys. This thing is yeah, Matthew and Milagrosa, that's what I have seen. They are calling it, a minor eruption at this point, but that it could get worse. My advice is do not eat the hot food. Cold, I found. Huh? My advice is do not eat the hot food cold. I found out that was quite sick after. They leave the food sitting in the hot weather. Oh, yeah. Do the Philippines equate this? Robert M. says there's flights going on out of NAIA. Do the Filipinos equate this volcano to any bad omens or folklore? Good morning, SF Bokaki. If I didn't say it, Urban IX is watching Clemson. Larry, oh shit. Larry says the wind is blowing it out to the sea, and he is on his way to Clark now, maybe? Oh, no, you're going to land in Manila. Okay. Larry Huseman says he's in Chicago now and is flying to Manila. So Jim Schultz, I've been monitoring this, Kano Moto or Joseph. Hello. No, I didn't mean to say, Joseph, that the eruption was minor. That's not what I meant. Maybe that came out wrong. I don't know. Are there any outside agencies helping in response to the eruption, like the Red Cross? Good question. I would have to say yes. We were watching something on, shit. Joseph, we had nothing overnight in answer to your question. This thing is just all over the place. Hold on a second. Murray says, I've been to the top and seen the crater. Just hope they got all the people and horses that live on the island safe. Yeah, Melanie and I were talking about that yesterday. How many dogs must have been left behind, that are, well, they're not going to survive. You can't, you guys have seen pictures. There's ash 3 inches thick on some of the streets. Dune Buggy, Paul Enrico Pajaret, thank you. Dune Buggy left Manila a week ago. Okay. You wanted to stay longer? Yeah, now the volcano over in Bicol, where Melanie's brother lives, is at a stage 2. How often do we get brownouts? Almost never here where I live. Almost never. Jesus. What happened to this thing? There we go. I think the jeepney could run on Red Horse. Oh, yeah, I think there was a report yesterday that Clark does have flights, so not trust a volcano that is smoking. Uh, yeah, Joseph, I would think that you guys had a lot more ash there, right? Or no? Am I wrong? My wife keeps having eruptions in her butt. Oh, it seems to be a waiting game. See what, everyone is evacuated. Wait a minute. Everyone is evacuated, not animals. Though Jinky was worried about that too. Yeah. Clyde C says that the horses were left there and they are expecting a full eruption. Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at earlier, but I guess I didn't really verbalize that very well. You have an intensity about you tonight. This has really got people worked up. Yeah, I guess. Drama is something that's very huge here. Makoto, hello. So, Henny Penny says the sky is falling, and the province of Batangas is under state of calamity. Batangas, yeah, of course. Okay, where am I at now? Well, you guys are either really talking fast or there's something wrong with the StreamYard. Dennis says one good thing to look at, they do mix volcanic ash into concrete. It helps make the concrete stronger. Oh, you can smell the sulfur in Green Hills. Okay. We never really got the smell part of it. Just a very small amount. Oh, Paul Enrico, you grew up in North Caloocan. Cool. Okay, let's see. My PI Dreams did a drone shot. Okay. Makoto. I wish a typhoon would go through and pull it all into the ocean. Well, there's been a lot of talk about that, especially when Pinatubo blew. And the worst part, apparently, about the Pinatubo eruption was the rains that followed behind it. SF, it wouldn't hurt to stash some water just in case you need it. Yeah, we just got two brand new. We just got two brand new bottles, or Volcano is at max threat level. It's spewing lava now. So it's at a level 5 now. As I had mentioned earlier, I couldn't find anything that was dated January 14th this morning. That was about an hour ago. No. I gave up at about 8 a.m. because I had to start getting ready for the live stream and eat some breakfast. Okay, Paul Enrico, thanks for coming by. Jim Schultz, I believe that they have actual horseback rides there because that's like a national park, you know. It's pretty crazy. So I watched that YouTube video this morning. That guy and his girlfriend were swimming right there in the crater. The water's boiling. The video was dated the 3rd of January. And how odd that he was, 9 days away from, just imagine what would have happened to those guys if they were there. And when it blew. I mean, what are the odds? He's gotta feel pretty lucky right now, that guy, that vlogger. If I can find that again, I'll post that up. It was who was it that? Oh, it was Eric De La Cruz that posted that on Facebook this morning. Get a box of, okay. Get a box of N95 rated breathing masks. Timothy White says, sorry, Timothy, I lost you. It jumped again. Was watching okay, here it is. Was watching ABS-CBN in the lake, had a large fish kill a tilapia. Enough of the disaster talk. Let's move on to food. Yeah, patience, SF. I'm sure we'll be on food. I'm sure we'll get on the food train here soon. We always do, right? There is a village at the bottom that all the guides and families live there. Jesus. Sorry, you guys. The island crater in the middle of Lake Taal is not the whole volcano. The lake is the greater crater. So if it all goes off, it will be big. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought the crater was actually the inner lake, not the outer lake. Flying Kel is the vlogger you're thinking about. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Flying Kel. I didn't have time to watch the whole thing. It was 16 minutes in length or something. Looks like I don't know. Flying Cal, yeah. Food sounds good. Is the volcanic ash good fertilizer? I don't know. Like I said, it just feels like tiny little rocks, you know? It would be interesting to have a microscope to look at it. Yeah. It's called caldera. Caldera? The big lake is the caldera. Okay. Jürgen Ernst, welcome. That type has a name with a small crater in the big one. Get prepared and don't panic. I don't think it has a recent history of massive outbreaks. I thought I read somewhere that 71 was the last time that it blew. And we were watching something last night, Melanie and I, that said in 1911 It blew and killed 1,500 people, and it was massive. If my understanding is correct, the lake sits in the original caldera of a prehistoric volcano. I wonder if Taal was ever considered a supervolcano. CJ. Oh, 77. Okay, sorry. I said 71, I think. Racer X, hello. Here we go. Yeah, 77 was the last time. And then, if I remember right, it went again somewhere in the 50s, wasn't it? And then I'm almost certain it was 1911, is what they said. What were we watching, Melanie and I, last night? I don't remember what that was. Shit. I haven't even drank in 3 days. Volcanic ash uses are limited, mostly melted metals and glass. Okay, Craig Edwards. The ash will not be good fertilizer. It kills plants when wet. Makes concrete, yeah. Damn. Robert Dyer, hello. What happened? My God. Sorry to keep saying that. I'm just surprised that I lose a whole page every now and then. Find a jeweler's loupe and take a closer look. Sorry, it's Melanie. I'm just replying. Ah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I'm so far behind. My God. The history of eruptions. Nope. Where am I? Before that, the ash contains shards of glass. Yeah. Asia at night. Hello. Robert Dyer. Hello. Ken R. Hello. Jurgen Ernst. Hello. 70s, not limit. Although 1,500 death toll is brutal, it's not going to blow up half the island. It's not going to blow up half the island. Fertilizer can make good bombs. Okay. Blaspheming a lot philo, whatever that means. I don't know. Can somebody translate that? I got a pic of me on top of that volcano, I think 2006. Took a sketchy ride on a very skinny horse, Racer X. I actually got something right. 1911, 1,300 deaths. Thanks, Walter. Jesus, look how far behind I am on this. Okay, the history of eruptions of Taal have lasted from 3 days to 7 months. Hope it's a short one. Well, we're on day 3 now, right? Okay. Dennis Adam. Okay, not for me. Racer X. There's the Philippines. Okay, you don't want that stuff in your lungs. True. You don't want that stuff in your lungs. Not good. Thumbs up, everyone. Mike Foodie, thanks. CJ, does the Philippines have their version of a National Guard? If so, how active are they in response to this volcano? Good question. Anybody know? Uh, Robert Dyer, did you guys get M95 masks? I don't know what M95 mask is. We're just wearing. We were just wearing yesterday all day, like a regular mask that you would wear if you're riding a motorbike. Walter says, I'm impressed with the government response so far. Stephen Carson says, I live in Ceylon, Cavite, and what a mess it is there. No need to smirk so contemptuously, only chatting Philo. Boy, Timmy Ramjam's a tough one. It's very hard to make this guy happy. We might not just have to boot him. Robert Dyer. We're in Tagatai last May. Jurgen Ernst, remember when the Icelandic volcano blew up and air traffic was impacted for weeks? I remember that, yeah. SF Bokaki, talking to Walter, Stephen Varai, John Boonbeam, hello. Mama Gajambo, hello. Negro. The government has been very active. Yes, that's Joseph says the government has been very active. Michael, oh, sorry. My God, what the hell? On another topic, Makati cost of living went up to 1,000 USD per month per the Numbeo website. Do you have any insight on why? Went up to 1,000 per month. The cost of living in Makati? It's way more than 1,000 per month. I spend 1,000 a month here, and we're practically in the province. So the cost of living in Makati is way over 1,000 a month. Unless you're, I don't know how you could live in Makati on 1,000 a month. Doesn't seem possible. Adventure of Malai. Melanie's in the house. I'm sure Joseph would like to chime in on that. 1,000 a month to live in Makati. Walter, did you watch the live feed from the government on CNN Philippines? Remember the Icelandic? Sorry. We can still get paella. Okay. Watching live stream of it now on YouTube. Okay. Racer X, I asked my niece if she can see the eruption from my condo in Manila. She said no, but the ashes have made it to Quezon. Yeah. Quezon City. We had some ash here, Racer, Monday morning, but we didn't get anything last night. Marlon Ibuyo was in Lemery yesterday, which is okay. Stephen Varai, yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea where I'd find an N95 mask. Maybe, I don't know. You know, this is the Philippines, so I could Google that and it would send me somewhere where it send me to a building that doesn't exist. It's the Philippines, baby. Probably Ace Hardware, maybe. That would probably be a safe bet. Oh, he's saying it increased by 1,000. Okay. Well, that's quite a bit. I would take that with a grain of salt. It's true that the cost of living has increased here, but $1,000 USD a month, no. And that's just my opinion. I don't live in Makati, so I'll never have the money to live in Makati. Stephen, you're in Mikawayan. Okay. Let me reread that. Okay. Does anyone have a GoFundMe for Philippines relief? Be careful with that. Be careful about sending money. Um, I wouldn't send money to anything other than like an ABS, CBN affiliated type. And hell, I mean, you don't even know what would a makeshift mask from a made from a coffee filter do. I must have missed something there, Dennis. Sorry. Over 70 in the house. Yeah, baby. 70 in the house? Really? Wow. We have not noticed. I don't know why. Maybe it's the area that I live in. Melanie went to Save More yesterday, and the one thing that we did notice that has gone up is the M gas. We paid, we believe, about 50 pesos more for a canister of M gas yesterday than what we would normally pay. So we haven't noticed a huge increase in food here where I live. So I don't know. 9K and you barely got anything. Wow. That's hard to imagine. I don't think we spend 9K in 2 weeks. And actually, we don't. We spent, again, we live a Filipino lifestyle. So, oh, I thought I saw the Save More receipt laying up there, but that's not it. Where the hell am I at? No tremors here. We haven't felt any earthquakes here. Yeah, the 4 bottles of scotch and 9 cartons of cigarettes. Okay. A lot of vendors evidently price gouging for the M95 masks. Marlon Ibuyo, shout out. It was just some basics, didn't even get veggies or fruits. Does Tagaytay produce a lot of food? Well, we had a pineapple farm down there that's probably toast. A coffee filter and duct tape might work for a little while. Makes my, I know, shit. If the air quality becomes worse, a simple mask purchased from a hardware store, like the kind an auto painter would use, would work. Well, shopping at S&R, yeah, is probably going to be, it's probably going to cost you a lot more than shopping at Save More. That's just my guess. A wet cloth is a good mask in a pinch. 73 watching and only 22 likes. Yeah, that's a little lopsided. No, Joseph said it was a local grocery. What's the name of that grocery, Joseph, so the rest of us can avoid it? Jeez. How many times have I woke up and asked, where in the hell am I at? Huh? At least it's better than nothing at all. I would not bother me if people would laugh at me for doing it. Oh, not talking to me. Sorry. On ABS-CBN, they were saying that 60% of the tilapia in the Manila markets come from the fish farms in Taal Lake. Oh. Well, so much for tilapia. Stephen Carson, that's fine. I don't think you can post a link here. Maybe you can. Go ahead and try. Kanomoto, did you have? Okay, sorry. We had a, okay, Makoto said we had a scale 5 earthquake here, 4 a.m. this morning in Japan. Joseph says the grocery visit was before this all happened. And a wet bandana will also work. Okay. Stephen Carson. I was feeling tremors all night after the eruption, shaking the house pretty hard. Or they probably gave you the foreigner price, says Makoto. 2 beers, welcome. Joseph, there's the link if you want to join. Experienced an earthquake in Kentucky once in the middle of the night. It was like laying on a bed of jello. Ed Crandall. Hello, sir. I'll be right back, okay? Give me a minute. I think that's my Lazado delivery. Be right back. Okay.
Oh, I'm on. What's up, man?
Welcome, Joseph.
Thank you, sir. It's the first time I've seen you have somebody on.
You're the first time. Who've-hearted? I'm visiting Philippines from California this weekend. What important stuff should I bring other than masks? I don't know. Who've-hearted? Where are you going in the Philippines? It's a big. It's not. It's not a big. But keep in mind, there's a large area of the Philippines that's unaffected by this. So
bring antibiotics.
Yeah, antibiotics isn't a bad idea if you can get them.
Sorry, this is a no smoking channel. My bad.
This is a no smoking channel.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's not that bad today as it was yesterday. I thought it would get worse, but yesterday when I woke up, there was sand on my desk. I guess came through the cracks in the windows.
Oh.
And today I didn't have any sand.
Wow.
But you can still smell the sulfur. Now, I went to the roof yesterday to take some pictures. I thought I was going to be able to zoom in and see something with the volcano. But, yeah, visibility wasn't that good. But I met some people up there, and they told me that the night before, so not last night, the night before that the roof was covered in ash and everything, and that they were up there cleaning the pool while I was there.
At your place?
Yeah, they said it was covered in ash. And I have friends that aren't far from here, maybe like 2 kilometers away, that were sending pictures of ash on their car and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
No eruptions on fields. I am located in Green Hill, San Juan City, Metro Manila. So kind of close to, I'm by Mandaluyong, Cabao, Quezon City. So you guys got ash all the way over there too, huh?
Yeah, not much. We only got some overnight Sunday. We didn't get anything last night.
Yeah, I think that's the same here. But you can smell it. You can really smell the sulfur.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was, trying to monitor, is if we would be able to smell it too.
I got all the windows shut, the curtains pulled shut, and then big air purifier, and got everyone stuck in one room, so that way the air purifier hopefully takes care of it all.
Edward Crandall, no, it's not Imperial Door Delivery from Lazada. It's actually dog food that we're waiting on. I don't really know much of volcanoes. Warlock, Deathbringer. Let's see. 2 beers. A magnitude 3.3 quake shook the town of Dayanan in eastern Samar on Sunday the 12th.
Antipolo had an earthquake that was what was it? I think it was a 2.5 or 2.3 or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
We had a bunch. Jinky's freaking out last night. Another earthquake. I'm like, there's no earthquake. I can feel it. And I check the chandelier, and you can see the chandelier moving. I'm like, okay, I don't feel it. But
wow.
Her over and over again. Another earthquake. I'm like, no, there's not. I check the chandelier, and yep, it's moving a little. I'm like, okay, I guess there is. But I checked last night. It said there was 155 small earthquakes from Lake Taal so far.
Wow.
But I haven't felt one of them.
No, the dog food that you buy here all comes from Thailand.
Does it really? Because there's a place, when I've been riding to Pampanga, I'm passing an area that has pet food stores or something. I don't know if it's what they make, but you can really smell it on the highway. It smells like cat food, though, really.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like pedigree in the bags, like you would buy in for your dog.
The good stuff.
Yeah, pedigree and what's the other? There's a couple of brand names of dog food. They all seem to come from Thailand.
So you're living the Philippine lifestyle food wise and everything, but your dog gets the good life.
Yeah, the dog gets the good food. Funny. I quit years ago, but watching him, I miss smoking. Oh,
It's coming.
Joseph's gonna make somebody fall off the wagon here. What's the big mall by you, Ed? My condo across the street from Santa Mesa Mall in San Polanco.
The one across the street from me is Green Hills Mall, Vera Mall. It's the worst mall in the Philippines. It's the most popular mall in the Philippines for Christmas. And it's probably the worst mall in the Philippines. It's like old-fashioned swap meet style, but the stuff you get, you way overpay for it and it doesn't last. It's like the same thing you'd buy at any market in the Philippines, but pay 3 times the price to buy it here. I don't understand why everyone goes there. I can't stand the mall across the street from me, but they're tearing it down and rebuilding. So hopefully that won't take too long. It's taking forever already.
Volcanic disaster in BGC. Eric had ash in his pool. Eric. Pedigree is very average, actually. Not for the Philippines, it isn't.
I thought that's the good stuff, pedigree.
Well, here in the Philippines, it would be the good stuff.
I thought in the U.S. it was.
In the U.S., it's like McDonald's food, probably. But, you know, I don't have 2,000 pesos to spend on a bag of dog food, so.
Yeah,
you know,
Jinky won't.
People walking barefoot in the ash. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
RC shop. I don't know. I don't know of an RC shop.
Did you ever see one of those places, Ed, that have the race cars, the RC? They're not remote controlled cars, but they're.
We have one in the bottom of my condo hotel. Like in the bottom floor, we have a little model car shop thing. But in Green Hills, I haven't paid any attention. There might be one there. There's an area that's full of toys. So it might be in that area, but that's upstairs, not downstairs.
We ran into one in Greenbelt in Makati.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was, I mean, the people were into it. It had little pit stations where the guys were hopping their cars up and making them faster. You know, it was really cool. Yeah, it was kind of a slot car track. I did a vlog on it probably about a year ago.
Slot cars.
Dennis Adam makes his own dog food. When did you both move to the Philippines? I was from there, migrated to California, and think of going back to retire there. I've been here 2 years. I don't know how long Ed was.
3 years living here. 3 years, ready to go home. I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'm stuck here, but I'm ready. They took my passport, man. I'm here illegally, but I know there's nothing I can do about it. My visa is just recently expired, but they took my passport, so I can't renew it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in that situation, but
They took your passport.
yeah, Joshua got his citizenship, and on the day of getting his citizenship, after the interview, they took my passports for back support. So I've been bugging the hell out of my lawyer to try to figure out what's going on so I can fix it before they throw my passports away. But yeah, I'm stuck here.
Huh.
They said I can get an emergency passport to fly home one way, but then I wouldn't be able to leave, and I have a baby here, so I'm not going to leave. So, I don't know.
That seems really strange for some reason. They didn't offer an explanation as to.
Yeah, because I don't owe that much money either. Because they're saying it's for back support, but it's supposed to be over $2,500 in back support, and I don't owe that much. My kids have been over 18 for years, and I had it set up to where I just made small little payments to her because I don't want to give her a bunch of money. She's been evil for 18 years, and I guess I fell short on making those payments while I was here, just not thinking about it and stuff. And yeah, they took my passports over it.
Wow.
Which doesn't make sense because I shouldn't owe that much. Yay, my two favorite vloggers. What's up, Brian?
Billy Brian, what's happening?
You got celebrities in your chat room.
Celebrities.
Does that mean you're the alien there in the Philippines if you don't have Philippines passport? If you renew passport, you have to pay your stay. Yeah. It's not anything new for me to overstay and then pay the fees to fix it all. That's how I usually do it. But yeah, I don't have the passport to fix it anyway. So there's not really anything I can do. Looks 25. Thanks, Jim. Far from that. I have a kid that's getting closer to there. I agree. All women are evil. I teach my son that. And all the girls get mad when I tell them that. It's true. They're all evil, just different degrees of evil.
Carl Fernang, hello.
One second. Oh.
How you doing, Brian? Let's see if I'm missing.
This sucks. I woke up and pulled something in my back. See, I'm old. I can't even walk hardly.
I feel like that a lot, dude.
Joshua keeps crying for me to pick him up, but I can't even hold him. I can barely stand.
Matthew and Milagrosa, what's the process of opening a business in the Philippines? Yeah.
No ash in AC. Dude, I wish I had a car. Do you have a car? You just have your bike, right?
Yeah, we don't have a car either.
Man, if I had a car, I would be in the car riding north and get the hell out of here for like a week or so.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wallach. I have not been working out yet, but I plan to someday. Right now, I'm having trouble just walking.
No school, no Ash Tuesday. Yeah, same here, Billy Brian. Hell, the kids will probably be out the whole week for this, you know?
Yeah. Did they call off school for today, too?
Yeah.
I knew yesterday they called off, but Aubrey doesn't go into school till noon anyway.
Yeah, I don't get the school system here, really. 90% of the days they cancel classes. It's a beautiful, sunshiny day. They should be in school, you know?
Good luck with that problem. Yeah, I would be in the hospital. I would honestly, I never go to the hospital, but I was thinking that I would go this time, except with the natural disaster going on, there's no point in trying now. 15 beer bottle cans. I have trouble walking through, but I'm not willing to.
Lefty all around. Good morning. Welcome to the chat.
There's school in Malabon today. Where's that at?
Malabon is just north of me, I believe.
How do you guys deal with the frustrations of living in the Philippines? Go ahead, Philo. It's all rainbows here. There's nothing bad. There's no frustrations.
Yeah, what frustrations?
It's paradise. You just have to accept that the way that things work, and just it's hard on the inside, but you just have to accept things are certain ways and you can't change them. So just accept them the way they are and move on about your day.
Yeah.
There are definitely some frustrations. That's
We
for
could talk
sure.
about that for 4 or 5 hours probably.
Yeah, but my biggest frustration is with the U.S. Embassy on how hard it is to get freaking visas. But other than that, the other stuff is just your normal. The longer you're here, the longer you'll learn to live with and cope with things. Like when I first got on here, you see me drinking a protein shake. One of the biggest frustrations for me here is food, but once you learn what to eat and how to go around, then it gets easier. Huh? Do I want breakfast? I just drank a protein shake, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the offer.
Uh,
She laughed at me for saying thank you. Like, you said you don't want it. Why are you saying thank you for the offer? Go ahead, Philo. I want to hear your take on it. There's no
What's that?
frustrations.
Oh, the frustrations?
We all sit in a hammock drinking pina coladas, looking out the beautiful ocean.
Yeah. In fact, Philly Brian just about to launch his drone over a waterfall. That's how we all live here. White sand beaches and waterfalls.
I look outside and I see snow. I see comments like that, and it makes me feel grateful for being in the Philippines. Sorry, I'm talking too much on your show. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'll sit back and be the guest. I'll talk when you tell me to.
No, you talk whenever you want, man. That's why you're here. Walter agrees with Billy Bryan. Yeah, it's you get to the point, when people talk about frustrations in the Philippines, you get to the point where you just don't even want to talk about it anymore. Joseph said it really good, probably about a year ago. He was on my live stream, and we were talking about like running errands, or let's say you just have to jump on the bike and go 8 kilometers somewhere to do something. A lot of times you'll just blow it off. You just don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, and you end up out of shape like this.
You end up staying at home. You just don't want to go outside and deal with what it is to live here sometimes, and it's even worse where Joseph is. He's got, I've got traffic here, but nothing compared to what he has to deal with.
That's why I've been looking at, well, I think there's multiple reasons I've been looking at moving to the Angeles area. One of them is the traffic for sure. Another one I think is the U.S. Embassy, like where they denied the visa and I can't take them to America. I feel stuck. And when you feel stuck, things.
Uh-oh. Joseph froze up. What happened?
I think we're back.
You froze up there for a little while.
Yeah, I think one of my frustrations not being able to go to the USA is why I'm looking for more of a USA style lifestyle. That's why I've been looking at Clark a lot, is that I can't go to the USA with them. So I've been trying to find my piece of US here.
Yeah.
Embassy cut off his Wi-Fi.
I personally enjoy all the ground decorations.
That one's funny.
The ground decorations. Are you talking about all the dog shit, Billy Bryan?
There's a lot of ground decorations to look at.
That's about the only ground decoration I've got where I live.
Broken sidewalks, angled sidewalks, holes in the ground in the sidewalks, poles in the middle of your sidewalks. Holy crap. We could go on and on just about sidewalks.
Warlock Deathbringer. I think what makes a person feel happy living in paradise is when you have business-like investments. You'd have to live in paradise first.
See, the problem is, even if you have the money to live here, you need something to do or you'll fall apart. You'll get bored too.
Yeah.
After 2 months, I had to start doing YouTube. I was just a fan of everyone else's, and I watched all the expats and all that stuff, and I made my own videos because I was just so bored. I was ready to go home in 2 months. You can't go out and party and do everything forever. I mean, that only lasts so long.
Yeah, that's true.
Make a situation that really sucks. Hopefully it will work out for you guys. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's good to make light of situations instead of being upset about them.
Oh, Billy Bryan, I gotcha. I no longer call it garbage. I've now called it ground decorations.
Manila has become really clean.
That's good.
Have you noticed that?
Well, not so much.
Man, when Duterte gave that order for the mayors to clean up their cities,
yeah,
boom, it was like clean, like right away. In comparison to before, it's become a lot cleaner.
Yeah. I haven't made it much deeper into Manila recently than Quezon City a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, even provinces like Cayenta and stuff, you can really tell when you ride out there.
Yeah,
they've cleaned it up a lot.
It's good. It needs to be done.
Tondo, they redid the bridge and everything, and people are taking photos there. And what do you guys do other than YouTube to combat boredom? YouTube takes a lot of time. Does it take a lot of your time?
Yeah, it can.
It takes a lot of my time.
Not only, making videos or trying to come up with content, but joining live streams and trying to promote yourself that way,
Answering comments. Yeah, there's a lot to it. I used to be bored with too much free time, and now I look for free time because I don't have enough. YouTube takes up a lot for me. I don't know. I finally hired an editor, so that helps.
I have a flight tonight to Clark. I think you're going to be okay. Clark should be open.
We're trying to find out right now. Now, I said earlier in the chat when I was typing that the airports were all running. Jinky's sister's coming to help us with Joshua, and she got a ticket for tonight, but now Jinky's seen on Facebook that all the flights were canceled, so we're trying to call and check on it to make sure.
Into Clark?
Into Manila. So I don't know if that's true or not, because they were saying that the flights were good. She bought a ticket yesterday for tonight, so I don't know.
What about Philo's video on that park? Yeah, I know. Yeah, Makoto, I don't want to start talking about that because I'll get pissed off,
I was gonna ask what you guys are talking about, but never mind.
Well, we did a family trip to Quezon Memorial Circle, couple of Sundays ago. Made up a bunch of food. Took the whole family there. One of Melanie's sisters even joined us. We had a couple of the cousins with us. There were 7 or 8 of us total. When we got to the picnic area, and it's a really nice park set up for kids. There's all kinds of stuff for the kids to do. You know what I mean? These big rocket type slides and all this shit for them to climb on. And there's probably 10 or 15 different sets of that. There's probably 20 trash cans all over the park.
No garbage trash cans.
I started vlogging. All the trash cans are empty. All the trash is all over the park. There's no trash in the trash cans. I just, it's mind-boggling,
No, Mike, our nanny's gone. She's gonna be heading to America. So I sent her home and just told her to spend time with her family before she leaves.
Racer X, I have an extra set of hockey equipment. Now, I had tons and tons of plans too before I got here, man. And I don't know, something happens to you after you get here. Your plans change rapidly.
Oh, big time. Yes, Jim, there are bikes like that. Big time. When I was moving here, I was like, I'm gonna work out like crazy. I'm gonna eat clean. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It's all over. It's gone.
I'm supposed to have 30 provinces under my belt now on the motorbike, and I don't. I'm not even close to that.
30 provinces for traveling?
Yeah.
We got to get back in the gym, man.
That's true. I was hitting the gym really hard for a while. So I see scooters and sport bikes, but are there many old-style 60s or 70s type Easy Rider, bobbers, choppers in the BI? No.
Yes, there are. There are.
Well, he's asking are there many?
Oh, I don't know what you call many. They have them here, but you're not seeing them all the time.
I'm guessing that long bikes aren't practical there. Choppers aren't even practical in the U.S. I mean, they're so hard to ride. Great for a short ride, but if you're going to do any distance, the last thing you want to be on is a chopper.
Oh, volcanic ash does havoc to the jet engines. I guess that's why.
Right. Hello, welcome to the chat. Wow, 89 in the room.
So, I hate to sound selfish, but all I can think of is we have a property that's close to Lake Taal in that area, kind of close to Tagaytay.
Uh-huh.
A very, 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 very expensive property in Ayala Greenfield Estates. And all I can think is that it's destroyed.
Wow.
Like that's all I can think. It's in Columba Laguna. I'm thinking it went from a $800,000 property down to probably worthless.
Is that an area that probably got evacuated, or?
Yeah, it got evacuated. Columba, Lagunas. I think all of Laguna. They're evacuating Batangas, Laguna, and Cavite. So yeah, that really, really sucks. And Pico de Loro is in Batangas, which I'll be going there in a few days to check on. But so far, I think it's okay there. But that's pretty freaking close to the volcano, so that's going to depend on how the wind shifts. What's up, Jeff?
Jeff Spicoli, welcome.
Your broad defensive glasses are nice. She's watching the baby.
Sweet Perry, welcome.
You will miss that rat race, man. I would gladly go home and work every day again.
Yeah, I think about that a lot too.
I would gladly wake up in the morning, go see patients, have that nice fat check from working. And somebody's like told me, you do YouTube because you just want money and this and that. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I make more in 1 hour at work in the US than I make here in a month on YouTube. So that's definitely why I'm doing YouTube.
Trying to get it going. Yep. I miss it too, man. I miss the rat race big time.
Who are you talking to, Mark? Are you talking to Philo or me or Philly or? Mark said, do you ever think about moving back home to the US? Every day.
It
But
does, it does enter the mind, but it's just not really something that's possible for me.
yeah, same here. Every day, ever since they told me I can't. Before they told me I can't, I was fine here. But ever since they took my option away, every day. That's all I
Yeah.
think about.
For me, I'd have a hard time getting work, you know.
Can you get a job there? Not really. You can do some investments in other people's businesses, maybe, to help get some Filipinos going. And you know, I look at it like playing the lottery, or not playing the lottery. Sorry, that's bad odds. Like playing a casino. Uh, have it with money you're prepared to lose, and if it works out good, then hey, it just took a little bit longer than the jackpot button or whatever. But yeah, I don't really see. I think it'd be hard to open your own business. Brian's better at that than me. He's got a business here. But we were looking at opening a big resort type restaurant and everything. And then we just figured if you want to work, just go home and work because it's going to be a lot harder to make the same type of money here
Yeah.
or anywhere close to it. So the idea of the restaurant and everything has kind of been pushed way back. But I would just suggest small little ventures, nothing that is going to take your whole time in that, or you might as well just stay where you are and work.
Sweet Perry, I wouldn't say that I necessarily want the 9 to 5 lifestyle again, but I do miss it. You know, I
There's
miss I missed how easy my life was when I was had that really good job making that money. I miss going to the grocery store, swiping my card, not even looking at the receipt because it didn't matter. It didn't matter how much I just spent.
I went last time I went to the USA. I was in the Philippines for a year straight, and the last time I went to the USA, I photobombed Jinky over and over again, blew her phone up with pictures because we went to the grocery store. I'm like, wow, look at this, click. Wow, look at this, click. Wow. I probably sent her 50 different photos from the grocery store.
I'll be right back. Lozada's here.
Look how cheap the fruits are. Look how cheap the vegetables are. And the produce in the USA is like grade A. Or here you go to an expensive store and it's kind of like the stuff we would throw away a lot of times. So yeah, I find it very humorous that when I went to the USA, the thing that impressed me the most was the grocery store. Can you do stock trading? I imagine you can do that anywhere, but I don't really do that. 33 years, I want to go back to the Philippines. And I know work is tiring, same with working, but work gives salary, so it's worth it. It's really tiring not working. I tell you that. You think that, oh no, this, that, but do it for a long time. If you don't have an actual job and you need a good hobby if you're gonna be here, because it's very tiring doing nothing. As weird as that sounds, it's much worse than getting up and going to work. What do you think? He said it's very tiring doing a 9 to 5, but I think it's very tiring not doing anything. Real tiring.
Yeah, it has the same effect, really. You have to have a hell of a sense of humor to deal with things in PI. Yeah.
Make it sound so negative, like everything's bad. There's a lot of good stuff too, of course,
Yeah.
but, but there are those things. I think the biggest thing, if you're planning to come to the Philippines long term, make sure you have something to do. Don't come here with the idea that you're just going to lay on a hammock and sip pina coladas all day, because that only lasts so long. Vacation, after a few months, your vacation will turn into real life, and the vacation's over. So make sure you find something to do.
Yeah. That doesn't take long either. About 3 or 4 months, and you're like, oh shit, what have I done?
Yeah, 2 months in, I was bored as hell, and that's when I picked up doing YouTube, which gave me a hobby and something to do. Turned into a lot more to do than I thought it was, but uh, yeah, it only took me, I think, 2 months of living here before it really wore in. Business in the Philippines is for staying busy, not for profit. Yeah, you need something to keep you busy.
Let's see. Let me see where I left off here.
Matthew, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard a lot of people say that are retired in the U.S. that they're bored too. So it kind of
And,
follows.
and they fall apart, right? Everybody says, "Oh, when I quit working, I just fell apart. My whole body fell apart."
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
A lot of it has to do with what age you are too when you retire.
I don't know. I fell apart when I quit working too. When I
Yeah.
went back to the US to visit, I went back to work, right? I went back to my old job. I couldn't believe how hard it was. Like everybody's like making fun of me, like I'm so worn out and tired and everything. It was so hard to get back into the groove of working again. And my work's easy, but just walking up and down the stairs and standing and talking to patients and doing this and that, it was hard. It really was hard on my body, not being used to doing that little things.
Yeah. It would be hard for me to go back to. It was a physical job that I had.
Mine's not even physical and it was hard. Like
Yeah.
serious, just walking up a few steps or standing around, it really was something you would think would be your basic movements in day, but I guess it's much more than what my basics are, because I had a hard time adapting to it.
Yeah. Okay, Dennis Adams, thanks for that. Where's that wrench happy Elo Elo 808 guy? Oh, I don't know. He's not a wrench in this room.
Too much fast food. Yeah, I'll agree with that too. Probably not as much recently as before, though. Like I said, man, I don't know what you do, Philo, but in my routine for the day, that protein shake really takes a lot of stress out of the day of trying to figure out what to eat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And dude, cucumbers. I don't know what it is, but when I make a protein shake with cucumber, like the whole cucumber, grind it up in there, and we drink that, we have come to realize that when we make a protein shake with a cucumber, we're super energetic and happy, dancing around, singing, playing, this, that, and it's the freaking cucumber. We figured it out over time what does it.
Huh.
I keep thinking that I'm going to research cucumbers and what they do, but I still haven't.
We eat a lot of cucumber here. Almost every night for dinner.
Yeah, something about cucumbers wakes everyone up and gets them, and it's a feel good, happy energy.
Do you cross live chats with other expats from the UK as well as the USA living in the Philippines? Does he mean? What's he mean by that?
Do you go into other people's chats, live chats for the Philippines from the UK and other places?
Only one I go into is JLB.
Yeah, I was gonna say Philo, JLB, and if you can ever wake up early in Philly in the Philippines. But those are the only ones I really know that live chat that I go into.
There's not that many that do a forum like this where you can come on a panel type live chat. There's not that many expats doing it. Eric De La Cruz, good morning. How are you?
Eric's got some good info on everything going on.
Oh yeah,
Posting on Facebook and everything.
Eric's the one that posted that vlogger that was swimming in the crater 9 days ago with his girlfriend.
I thought the water's too hot to swim there.
He was in there, man. He vlogged it just 9 days ago.
Jeez, I was told it was too hot 5 years ago to swim in.
And he does show like areas of it where it's too hot to enter the water, but they go somewhere else, like to the other side of the lake, and they're able to get in.
Coconut oil.
And Killa, welcome.
I'll have to try that. I'll try to look for some of that. I'll throw it in my protein drink. My protein drink is like a huge mixture of a ton of different stuff. So I'll try to find that to add in there. Super hot, but he did it anyway. Crazy Dutch.
Sorry, dog's going off for some reason.
Cucumber has a high nutrition. 100 grams of cucumber gives 62 kilojoules of energy. Your body gets this energy mainly from carbohydrates, protein. Yeah, like I said, I don't know, but for sure, we're dancing around singing happy energy from the cucumber protein drinks. But I don't feel it like wear off and make you crash or anything like that. It just wears down over time, but I don't think there's any crash to it. So don't curse me if you add too much. So is that good or bad? Is that a healthy thing or not? So it takes more energy to expel the remnants.
We have coconut oil in the house all the time.
So you eat cucumbers every day?
Pretty much, yeah.
What do you eat?
We like they're so cheap here. We've got a little palenque right around the corner we can walk to. And Melanie likes to cut up like a half a cucumber and, maybe 3 or 4 tomatoes to make a little salad out of it.
Mm.
We have that with our dinner. Almost every night we have it.
How much is a basic cucumber for you?
Oh, I wouldn't think any more than 7 or 8 pesos for a cucumber.
Yeah, I gotta go look in the markets more. I go to the grocery store. I think it's like 30 pesos for a small one or something like that. 30, 40 pesos.
Wow.
Each. Yeah.
Wow.
But they rot so fast. They don't last.
Yeah, we'll eat them. We'll eat like half of it for dinner and then the other half for breakfast the next day. So
you go and get them every day.
Yeah, I'll just because it's so close. It takes me 5 minutes to walk over there, and come back.
I'm lazier than you. Look, my grocery store is a 5-minute walk too, but I dread going there. It's hot outside, man. You just don't want to do that walk. But yeah, I'll get cucumbers when I go to the grocery, and then by a couple days they're all ruined if you haven't finished them.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta burn through them. Damn.
6 PHP in Davao. Shit, man, I'm paying like 30 cents for the small ones. I don't even. I don't really remember how much, or 30 pesos for the small ones.
Wow. I think the last time we bought them at Save More, and Save More would be more expensive. They were like 12 to 14 each, something like that, for a normal sized cucumber.
No, small ones, 30 pesos.
And then the tomatoes here were only, I don't know, 2 pesos each. And they're small, but
Yeah, Jinky will. The tomatoes don't look like tomatoes. Like they're so. I see them and I'm like, I don't want that. But Jinky will make breakfast and sometimes she'll bring a plate and it'll have tomatoes and cucumbers or something on the side. And yeah, the tomatoes taste good that she makes. I don't know where she gets them from because the ones I see don't look like. I tried to explain to her what tomatoes in the U.S. look like.
Oh yeah,
big, juicy, huge.
Yeah,
you can just bite into it.
Melanie knows because we used to always buy the ones on the vine. The tomatoes on the vine. Beautiful red. Oh man, just she couldn't believe how nice the tomatoes are in the U.S. when she was there.
I'm surprised they don't have them like that here. You'd think Baguio or something could produce those.
Here they're about the size of ping pong balls.
Yeah.
See where we at. I put cucumbers in a gallon of water overnight, then drink water the next day. Oh yeah, Robert Madden. Yeah, I've heard of that before. I used to take American ginseng for energy. It gets you going, and you don't get the shakes like you do with too much coffee.
I never got any shakes or any negative from those cucumbers. I just noticed that we were like really energetic, like dancing around, singing with the baby and stuff.
You should be vlogging that, dude.
I know, right? I haven't vlogged in a while, like really vlog. I'm trying to get healthier again. I think that'll make me feel happier, and then I'll start vlogging. I don't want to put out like negative, boring vlogs. The old grumpy man in the Philippines.
What's your favorite beers there or hard drinks?
Easy for me.
Joseph, go ahead.
San Miguel Apple and Jaeger. Jägermeister. And okay. San Miguel Apple. For a long time, I would drink San Miguel Light just because, and I tasted Jinky's apple and I was like, man, that's good. But I refused to order it in public. And then I just figured, who cares? Who cares what anyone else thinks? I'll drink my girly drink and be happy with the flavor of it. So yeah, I only drink San Miguel Apple now.
I'm going to go full Filipino on you and go with Red Horse and Emperador. Those are my favorites.
Holy shit. I can't do the Red Horse. Emperador, yeah, I'd take some shots of that when you're out at friends' places and they have it cracked open. But yeah, I can't do Red Horse.
I can't make it to the Sorry store down the street, dude, without somebody pulling me in their house and pouring me a shot. Like the standard operation here. Eric says, I love cucumber salads. Very refreshing like watermelon. It's true.
Do they sell off-rubbish fruit to the rest of the world? I've never tasted tastier fruit and veggies from the Philippines. Do you notice a difference? All the vegetables look like serious. Markets, grocery stores, no matter where you go. To me, all the vegetables in the Philippines look like the stuff we would throw away in America. The fruits, that's different. It's different types of fruits than what we have back in the U.S. for the most part, but their fruits are good. But the vegetables, Jinky gets all this stuff, and she's so happy, and she's from Iloilo, so they're big in the vegetables. And she's all happy and thinks it's all great, and to me, it just looks like, I don't know. It looks really like straight.
The green beans are kind of cool because the green beans are as tall as we are, You hold those things up, those big, long green beans.
I don't think I've seen the green beans. I don't know what she gets, but it's like leaves or something that you'd pull out the yard. I don't even know what it is, but it doesn't have that crisp, fresh look to it. It's like a dark green, soft. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because Melanie pulls it out of our backyard and puts it in the eggs in the morning. It's pretty tasty. It's kind of like almost like a collard green.
Oh, so is that what it is?
Kind of like that, yeah. What we grow here that she puts in our food. We've got a ton of it in the backyard.
Makato says that the smaller tomatoes grow faster and harvest more. So maybe it's just a speed thing to try to make money as quick as you can, right? Instead of growing spending time growing those big tomatoes.
Yeah. Pull them and make the money now.
I'll tell you this, a green pepper, for me to cook my spaghetti or whatever, to buy a green pepper, and they're not good green peppers, but to get a half decent one is like at least $3 US for a half decent, non-flavorful green pepper.
Now, when you say, are you talking bell type peppers or another type of pepper?
The big green ones.
Okay, yeah.
But they're not that big here usually. But
You're
even
right.
if you get one that's a decent size, yeah, about $3 for one green pepper, and it's something I wouldn't pick if I was in the US. But here you don't have much choice. You got to learn. It's still better than nothing, but expensive. Could last for months or even years. That's insane.
Jurgen Ernst says, so for an American, it has to look good like plastic. Well, the real stuff that grows in the garden doesn't look like that. Now,
Yeah, that shiny plastic look, that's what I'm looking for.
it's just very different here. The produce that you get here is very different from the produce you get in the West. There's a huge difference in it, especially the potatoes and tomatoes.
Yeah, my biggest thing that impressed me the most when I went to America was the grocery store. Like, that's what excited me the most.
Wow. Buying a beautiful 1-inch thick ribeye. Oh man, that would be awesome.
Playing golf tomorrow morning. It was 70 2 days ago in like around the Kentucky-Ohio border, but it got cold again, I was told.
Jim Grady, yeah, stay in Indiana, baby.
I'll be right back.
Let's see, where am I at here? Somebody was just reading some stuff on the volcano. It could last months or even years. Yeah. Kevin Colvin, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind here. Paul Rosario votes for Jen and Red Horse. Jen. That's an acquired taste. Matthew is a pro at growing peppers. Well, you better be, because you won't. Man, what is wrong with this dog? She's going crazy. Maddie. Oh, God. Go to bed. My God. He's been barking for like 10 minutes straight.
My bad.
Jim Schultz playing golf in Northeast Ohio. Yeah, baby. There she goes again.
70 people. Nice. Philo's getting popular, huh?
But we had 89 at one time.
Shoot. If If I
Not
do a
bad.
live stream, I get like 30 people and nobody talks. I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to end this. Like the last few times I tried to do a live stream, that's why I stopped doing them, because the last two times was very awkward. Like 20, 30 people in the room and nobody talking. So I'm just sitting there like,
Oh, weird. You normally have a pretty active chat.
before, but the last few times, no, there was nothing, and it was just so awkward. I just thought, okay, I'm not gonna live stream anymore. Maybe someday if things pick up, but
Either
for
way,
now,
thanks for joining the chat.
my noggin will get hot with the black hat. I used to think that, but the hats actually help a lot with the heat. Keeps all the sweat from pouring in your face.
Matthew and Milagrosa, if you just how do I sub to Joseph? Matthew and Milagrosa is asking, how do I sub to Joseph?
Oh, Kanomoto on YouTube or Joseph My Life in Metro Manila. I have two channels, but Kanomoto's more active. They're both going to be active someday, I think. Plan. Thank you.
Jim Schultz is asking, do you make money off a live stream? Only if you get a super chat. Well,
Yeah,
you could make money later on if somebody watches the replay and you've got commercials in there. But yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have commercials while you're actually live, does it?
No, I don't think so.
He has not called me back. I will walk in their office tomorrow and contact you afterwards. Thank you, sir. My lawyer just wrote me back.
Joseph, let's see. Where are we at now? Hi, guys. Just found out about the volcano. Oh. Brian started
in there.
I'm hooked on Colombian coffee. I actually found a seller that has instant Colombian coffee in 4-pound vacuum seal bags on eBay. Wow.
Sorry to smoke so much in your non-smoking channel.
That's okay.
Just you ever go to meet subs in Davao City? I've never been to Davao. We've done a few little meetups, but I don't know. It's been a while. I'm not good at planning things in advance. So sometimes I'll be like, hey, if anybody wants to ride, I'm heading to Caloocan right now. And I'll post that. So you don't get too many people showing up. But yeah, I'm not good at planning things out for the future.
How much money do you recommend retiring there with? I would say at least 2,000 minimum US. Don't come with anything less than that.
Yeah, don't come with less than 2,000 US a month.
I'm doing that. I'm doing that now, and it's not really all that fun.
Yeah, these are Marlboro. They're Marlboro Ice Blast. They're like candy, kind of. At least 50,000 plus a pension that will give you at least 800 per month. You'll be comfortable out of the city. So how much are the packs now? Last time I was there, it was 79 pesos. They are 105 pesos. Is about the price now, I think. And yeah, they have Marlboro Light.
Lance O'Brien, we have no idea if it's actually going to. It's already blown. We have no idea if it's going to escalate. So just going to sit and wait to find out.
They're expecting it to blow. I'm expecting it's going to blow. I don't know.
I've read several things that say that too.
And I heard there's going to be a 7.2 earthquake as well. So not looking forward to that being so high up in the air. For those that don't know. I'm up there.
Yeah.
So not looking forward to a 7.2 earthquake.
I don't need luxury. Yeah, I don't need luxury either, but I'm
Matthew,
I'm,
Matthew,
I'm just giving you my opinion.
Matthew.
We're trying to do it on 1,000 a month, and it's not fun. Trust me.
When I used to visit here, I had my Hayabusa, I had the Escalade, I had a Mercedes Benz, I had a good job, credit cards, everything. And I said I would give it all up and eat only rice to survive if I could live in the Philippines. That's how much I liked it.
Yep.
Trust me. Yeah, at first it was great, but trust me, over time you will miss your luxuries. You will really miss having your luxuries.
It's true.
Yeah, we have a pool on the roof.
Did that cigarette box say emphysema on it?
Some nice cigars. Oh, it's all good, Jim. Thank you. I don't smoke cigars, but thank you.
Yeah, they put some really graphic photographs on the.
Yeah, here, this one's worse. I don't like this one because I have a baby.
Yeah.
At first, I was buying stuff to put over the cigarette pack to put them in, so you don't have to look at that. But I just got used to it. It's too much hassle to try to use one of them boxes that go over the cigarettes and stuff. Looks almost high enough for a parachute. Yeah, I think you could parachute probably from this height.
Base jump.
I'm over 30 stories high. I don't want to say what floor I'm on, but I'm over 30 stories.
Luxury starts at 3K USD in the Philippines.
Jim, I'd love to have a Hayabusa here. I was thinking about that. Yeah, me knew bought a Hayabusa, and I'm like, damn, I miss my Busa. Just hearing him talk about it. But I really want to go home. And my Ninja 650 does good here. But if I go home, it's a toss-up. It's either Ninja H2SX or Hayabusa. So I don't know. I would like to try to go home and spend more time at home and go back and forth. If you're able to, that's going to be, I think, your best bet. Because I still do love the Philippines, but damn, do I miss the luxuries of America. So if I could do 6 months here, 6 months there, or go back and forth for like 2 or 3 months there and come back here for 2 or 3 months, that would be the ultimate goal. Hard to do with kids, though. Very hard to do with kids.
Yeah.
So still trying to figure it all out. I was supposed to go home in like 2 weeks, but they took my passport. I'm not willing to go there and have to stay. But thankfully, my lawyer called me. He said tomorrow he will go into their office because they're not responding to him. So I can get that fixed.
James Lonergan, there you are. Marshall Tito, you will also miss living in a country where stuff works smoothly. Yeah.
I miss staff knowing what their job is. That's a big thing that drives me nuts here. They have to avoid paying benefits to people. They recycle them every 3 months or 6 months or something. So nobody knows their job here. You go buy electronics, they have no idea. They'll try to read the paper, the little piece of paper on the TV to tell you about it instead of knowing anything about it. So that part's difficult.
The national law states that if you work at any one place for 6 months, they have to make you a permanent employee and bring you on with PhilHealth and SS benefits. And so a lot of companies only sign 5-month contracts with people, 5.5-month contracts.
Yeah, and it ruins everything. Like these, I don't understand these business people like Jollibee. My Jollibee was the best Jollibee in the Philippines, no doubt, and it was because of the staff. Now they have different staff, and it just doesn't operate the same. See, if they had their old staff, They would have to pay more for them, yeah, but things would run more efficiently, and they would make more money because they'd be going through customers faster. They
Yeah.
don't. I don't understand why that's hard to comprehend as a business owner. You'll make more money by keeping your employees that do a good job, even if you have to pay a little extra for them. You'll turn around making more in the long run.
Yeah, they don't. They just don't understand that here.
But that's my number one pet peeve here is businesses.
The whole
Businesses treat you as if you need them. They don't need you. So there's like no customer service here. I mean, some places, yeah, but 90% of the places, they don't care if you're a customer or not. They'll send you out the door as fast as you walked in. So,
Yeah. Especially if you interrupt their Candy Crush game on the phone, then you're really not going to get anything out of them.
don't you love that when you go somewhere and you're just standing there waiting and they're on their phone? The
Yeah.
employee's on their phone and they'll wait till they get done with their thing and say, "Can I help you?" Like, I've been here for 5 minutes. While you're typing on your phone, you're at work.
Yeah, they just don't. The thing is, it's not. What you got to remember, Matthew and Milagrosa. If you're a foreigner living here, about half the time, or probably even more than half the time, when somebody tells you something's out of stock, what they're really saying to you is, "I don't want to deal with you because you're an English speaker."
That or they just don't know. Yeah, I've had people tell me they're out of stock, and then I look and I glance over their shoulder, and it's sitting right there behind their shoulder, like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
yeah.
right there. Never listen to out of stock.
No, it's
Your best bet is just to look for yourself.
probably yeah.
I need a leader bike in the U.S. I need a hyper sport in the U.S. And I was thinking, my friend said he knows where a turbo boost is for sale. I was thinking of trying to get a turbo Busa, one that's already put together. But God, my Busa was so scary. I can't imagine a turbo on it. That's got to be super scary. But fun to say you have. Oh yeah, I have a turbo Busa.
Yeah, Eric, good comment there. Eric De La Cruz. Would you happen to know, like a company like SM Department Store? Are those people on contract, or are most of those people full-time employees?
They're on contract.
SM Department Store.
They're on contract.
Talk about a place that's overstaffed. My God, you ever go into that place? SM
Yeah.
Department Store. They've got 16 girls working in a department that two can handle. You know,
Mhm. It's crazy, isn't it?
two
And
people
they're usually sitting around doing nothing.
doing nothing. You know,
Pico Deloro, they have that same thing where they rotate everything. And when we first got Pico, it was so beautiful and everything ran so nicely. And now it's just like every time they rotate, it gets a little bit worse and worse every time. And now it's like can be to the point of annoying. Like you go there and the staff's sleeping or this or that.
Wow.
Better. Like nothing like it used to be. All at the fault of rotating employees.
I understand that they employ a lot of Filipinos, and that's good for the country. But the business side of that is just ridiculous because I would venture to say 80% of the employees at SM Department Store don't sell one single thing the entire day.
Yeah.
They stand there their entire shift.
I'm so curious how malls operate. Like, I don't know if you build a mall and then you say, put your store here and you only have to give me a certain percentage of your sales or what. How do these stores operate? Because if you go to the malls, they're massive and they're everywhere and hardly anyone's buying anything.
Yeah.
They're packed full of people walking around, but hardly anyone's buying stuff. So I don't know how they even operate.
It's crazy. Is anyone into growing mushrooms or mycology? No, not me.
Yeah, I wish they would get rid of that. I really wish they would get rid of that. But of course, the big owners like of SM and Ayala and places like that will stop the politicians from changing the way it is. But they're losing money. I don't know if they don't realize that. Like SM, imagine you have 19 employees in one department, right? That two people could handle. If you got two good employees, you'll sell more stuff and everything will run more efficiently, and it'll be cheaper because you don't have 19 employees.
Yeah.
Like that one really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that side of it, of the customer service, 2 beers is okay. You know that, Joseph, where they always take something out of the box and plug it in to make sure it works.
It's so annoying. Yeah, okay.
If they would just take it back if it didn't work, that'd be easier. There'd be less time spent.
Right. I don't want to spend 20 minutes while you put this together. Like I'll just go home and put it together. But
my wife Melanie worked at Walmart in Southern California. She was shocked at how easy it was for people just to bring stuff back, and Walmart took it back. That's the way it is there.
Yeah, you don't even have to have an ID. You can take 3 items a year back without an ID.
Most of the time, you don't have to
without a receipt. Without a receipt.
You don't even have to have a receipt. They'll just scan it and go, "Yep, it's from here." Okay, what's wrong with it? Doesn't work. Okay, go get another one. We'll exchange it for you. It's that simple, you know.
Yeah, you want your money back or you want to exchange it?
It's an easier way to do business. It takes less time. It's more efficient.
Shoot, man. Amazon. I ordered LED lights for my bike, and for some reason it was taking forever to come in. I checked the package or the shipping, the tracking, and it said address does not exist. So I called Amazon. I was like, what the hell? And she's like, oh, I can see you've had stuff sent to that address before. She was like, it's probably still en route, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a full refund of your money and just keep the product when it arrives. And they gave me I didn't even ask for that, but I was just trying to find where my lights were. They gave me the money back 100%, and the lights arrived the next day.
Nice. Luisa Garcia, some policies make it hard for some businesses hard to survive and to flourish.
They would fire you and want to save money and hire less people. Yeah, but it's more efficient if they would keep their people. Their businesses would run more efficient and they would make more money and they would have happier customers because of the efficiency.
Yeah, Eric. And we're bashing Eric. If we want to hear from anybody on this, it's you, because you've worked in the industry here, you've worked for business here. It's just, it's Susan Jinko. Hello. It's just, some of the things are hard to understand. I know a lot of it goes back to the labor laws here.
Pirate Cove had the best comment of the day. I went to SM to buy underwear, had 5 girls helping me. Can you say awkward? That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny, Walter. Tech symbol, new sub here. Well, we thank you for that, whoever you sub to.
Oh, he's talking about you.
We're into Cebu in a week, and we'll relocate there. Okay.
Have you been to Cebu?
Haven't been to Cebu.
I want to go to Cebu. I've never been there, but I wanted to check it out.
So far as Iloilo.
I want to go to Iloilo too. You been there?
Yeah, it's nice, dude. Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, it's nice.
Jinky wants to move there. It's too far from Manila. Jinky's from Iloilo, so.
Just, it's different, that's for sure. Way different from where I'm at now. Man.
What do you mean?
It's just clean. It's like you're not in the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. For some reason, they throw all of their trash in a can there. I don't know why.
I know the infrastructure, like it's built to grow. So like their road that I seen on Google Maps was like 5 lanes wide each direction and
Yeah,
only
yeah,
like 2 cars on it.
yeah.
But then it wouldn't let you zoom in on the city area. That was just the road going into the city. I
We
don't
were
know why.
we were really impressed with it.
And cheap to live there too, right?
What's that?
Cheap to live there.
Yeah, yeah. It's not super expensive to live there.
The smoking laws are fully enforced. You just have the mayor of Iloilo is an Espinoza, so I think I'd be okay. My son is his middle name is Espinoza.
And I live well on 7,000 USD there. Tex, if you've got 7,000 a month, stay in the USA, buddy. Don't come here.
Yeah, I think the mayor of Iloilo is Jinky's second cousin or something like that.
Wait,
Second uncle, something like that. She said, never mind. I'm kidding. File are you in Davao? I'm new to your channel, Craig.
Lance O'Brien, I'm in northern Manila.
They have sidewalk vendors that come out around 5:30 p.m. They shut down at 11 p.m. and clean up all the garbage. Wow, that sounds neat.
Yeah.
I got to go there and check, but we were supposed to go there, but it's hard to figure out how the boat system works to go there. I'm not an adult, really. I'm not good at figuring things out like that and planning trips. Like, I would be down to just get on my bike and ride there, but, of course, if we're going to Iloilo, we've got to take the kids. So, yeah, I haven't figured out a way to do it yet, and I don't want to move Joshua around too much at his young age yet.
Right.
If we had got that truck, I was planning I could probably just go drive everyone, get on a little boat thing, and go over there. But yeah. It's annoying. Salesman has to check item, then cashier, then the security guard. And the box. Yeah, I had that happen once in Trinoma. Oh, this is before I moved here many years ago. We bought a rice cooker. And we're at the cashier next to the door. That rice cooker was checked by 3 or 4 different people within 3 steps of the door.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I was like, I'll never buy anything from that store again. Never buy anything there again. And I never had.
Yeah. Tex Stumble, if that's your budget, just be a visitor to the Philippines.
What budget?
7,000 USD a month is his budget. If you can live okay here on that.
Well, you got to build a castle.
Why would you come here if you had 7,000?
You had 7,000. Build a castle. No, yeah, that would be great. You could have fully stocked house. If you can find people you can trust. Finding people for your staff is hard. But yeah, you have what? Have 2 maids, a full-time chef, a driver, an errand boy. Well, I guess that goes with your driver, right? I don't know. Errand boy, driver, 2 maids, and a chef. Oh, and a full-time masseuse. You got to have that in the house, right? So, yeah, $7K a month, you could really live like a king, like people talk.
Let's hope. Yeah, fuck. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't even consider coming here if I had that much money.
You'd stay in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah. I'd come here for maybe 2 months out of the year and just go back,
This sounds bad. If I was single and made $7K a month, I will be living in the Philippines. If I have a family, I'm going to choose the USA.
Yeah.
I've taken the ferry to and from Manila, Iloilo twice for a couple hundred pesos, more than a flight. I had 1 of 3 staterooms.
There
Nice.
you go. 2 go to Iloilo Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m.
You guys make it sound like it's so easy. But yeah, I get in one of them big rooms. 7,000. That's how much a daycare costs here. He's talking 7,000 US, not peso. But yeah, 7,000 pesos. That's like daycare. You know, surprisingly, Aubrey's got a tutor, and it's only 5K a month for the tutor. But
Wow.
she said she learns more at her tutor than she does at her school, which is which is like a prestigious private school.
Yeah.
Does your wife believe in monsters and black magic? My girlfriend is from the mountains around Iloilo. Yes, yes, she does. She believes in when she was pregnant. It's all I heard all the time is Aswang this and Aswang that, and yeah, and she tries all her witch doctor medicine type things, and I'm always telling her like every time we talk about something medical, I'm like, I don't care about your witch doctor stuff. Like that's not real. Like, yeah, she's from the mountains of Iloilo as well. San Enrique, Iloilo. So if your girl's from San Enrique, they're probably related. I've always wanted a moat. I'm leaving my Harley here in the States to ride when I visit. Good idea, Tex. I really wish I still had my Busa, but I do plan to get a bike. I was going to buy a bike last time I was in the US, and then the earthquakes happened, so I had to fly back early. But I really miss having a bike when I go there. Voodoo and faith healers. I mean, some of their stuff works. My friend's a doctor. He said in all his time of school that he was never taught anything about this baking soda. But growing up, if he had a stomach ache or something, his mom would give him a little baking soda. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it was. And he said it worked every time. But in all his time in medical school, 20 years of whatever school, he's never heard them talk about that.
Huh.
Don't take that like it's baking soda, because I'm just taking a guess. I think that's what it was. It might not be. So don't go get a spoon of baking soda if you don't feel good, because I'm not sure if that's what he said or not. I'm just making a for instance.
Right.
Yeah, I bought a Corvette. Oh, you bought a Corvette instead. I'm not the one who bought the Corvette. I'm the one years ago was shopping for the Corvette and decided forget a Porsche, get a Corvette. And then when I came, then I was actually in what's that? Past Zambales. I was in Zambales, and I got a photo of a Corvette, and I was like, yeah, right. That's not real. Yeah, it's real. That was funny. I'm not the one who picked that one out. I did pick the Lincoln Navigator out, and I went with EJ and picked up the truck and took it to the house to show everyone. And you know, because Joshua needs a way to get around, and he's not going to fit in a Corvette. Like everyone's not going to fit in one little car. So before getting the visas, we bought the Lincoln Navigator for the reason of them coming to the U.S. to visit. And damn it. But no, I really want to get a bike when I get back. It's baking soda, neutralizes the acid, can use it to clean off your car battery also. Baking soda mixed in water is a good anti-acid. Oh, see, all these people, I guess it was baking soda. But he said in all his years of school, they never talked about baking soda.
We use baking soda to get rid of the bad odors in the reef. Just take the bad food out of the reef.
What's Maddie going crazy about?
You can hear that, Makoto? I don't know why she's going off. She's been freaking out all morning long, probably because her mama's not here.
Dogs have a sixth sense. They know when danger's coming. You're about to get hit with a big earthquake or something.
You know what? You could be right.
It might be. Aubrey. Can't get anyone to bring me cigarettes. Is Joseph in AC? No, sir. I'm in Metro Manila right now.
I don't know, man. There's nothing there, but she is going off.
The dog knows about Taal. Cleans your teeth. Coffee sticker. This thing works really well.
Ramel, hello.
Yeah, I heard the volcano was at 5 too. I think I heard it from Philo though.
I didn't
And
get it.
you didn't say that? I think somebody said it was at 5.
Somebody in the chat said it was at 5, but then somebody else came back and said, no, I just saw it on ABS-CBN and it's still at 4.
Yeah, I hope not too, Eric. I probably shouldn't joke about stuff like that. What's funny is last night I was working on my latest release of my motovlog, going to Angeles, and I was talking about that old mountain. I guess it was an old volcano. I got in a comment, but it looked like smoke was coming out of it. So I was talking like all this jokes about volcanoes and shit. I had to cut it all out. I put in there in text, like on the beginning part, this is before Taal erupted. Like we didn't know anything about Taal at the time, but I had to cut half my talking points out because it would have sounded so insensitive with what's going on right now. So thankfully that video wasn't edited and out before the volcano blew because it would have had a lot more stuff in there. No, I said if it would have erupted, it would be called stage 5. I said it only cause an earthquake, it goes up. So there's lots of earthquakes that's causing. We had over 155 little ones. But yeah, people are claiming a 7.2 is coming.
Heck, I can hire one here where I live for 5,000 pesos a month. I live in.
Do what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant to live 5,000. Yeah, you can get them cheaper. I pay $8K a month for mine. But you also have to buy their food and everything like that, necessity. So it's a little bit higher, but still not. If you're in the U.S., you got to be a billionaire to have maids and stuff. Basically.
Exactly. Here it's pretty cheap. That's a live-in that you're gonna feed. You know, she's gonna live at your house, take care of whatever it is you're gonna take care of there.
Yeah, I can say I don't know when the last time I watched it. I have 2 pet peeves here. One is hair. I can't stand hair all over everything.
Oh my God.
The floor, I want the floor clean. I want to be able to walk on my floor in barefoot and not feel anything under my feet. So we finally got it down packed that before I even wake up, the floor is usually mopped every day. And then but I don't wash dishes. So I'll cook, I'll make spaghetti, everything else. I'll make a big old mess. But the nice part is I don't have to clean up after my mess. So I'll make spaghetti. There'll be splattered shit all over the stove, all over the wall, all the dirty pots and pans, the cutting boards, all of it. But I get to reap the benefits, cook the spaghetti, everything, and not have to wash the dishes or anything. That's really nice. It's nicer than you think it is.
Oh yeah.
Old American. No, it gets even worse with my old maids that were here. I would make spaghetti, but I would have them cut up the onions and all the vegetables and stuff, the green peppers, red peppers. I would have the maids cut everything while I made the spaghetti. So that was even worse back then. Boy, I do sound like a lazy, spoiled American.
So you had a couple of sous chefs, in other words.
Yeah, something like what do you call that? I can't even think of the word for it when somebody stands next to you and helps you. Bramil.
Talk to my wife about hair all over the place, even with a Roomba. She sheds more than my last off. So. Yeah, I've got a wife and daughter, and it's everywhere, man. I could spend half the day just walking around picking up hair. And that's after I've already swept them up.
Later, Lance. Go back to the USA. Yeah, I wish. But yeah, in the US, we won't have maids and stuff anymore. But I'm okay doing the stuff for myself. But if I have a maid, why would I wash the dishes? I don't really have any work for the maid to do. I mean, my maid basically sits around all day. I mean, they're usually there for the baby, but you know, my chores for the house are clean the floor in the morning, and then they just keep the dishes and trash taken out. That's about it. There's not really anything else for the maid to do. So I do the laundry. Oh, and to iron, because I don't iron, but I do the laundry myself. But mainly, I just have the maid to help with the baby. Joseph, do you live full time in the Philippines? How do you like it? Do you work online? Yes, I've been living here for 3 years. I like it here. There's good and bad to everything, but I like it here. I also have a YouTube. I think you can call that work. It takes up all my time. And I still have my job back in the US. So instead of seeing patients, I am on call in case they need me for any questions, how the machines operate, stuff like that. So I'm still working full time in the US as well.
Was that me or you?
That was, I'm not sure.
It's me. It's coming through so loud, I can't tell if it's your phone or mine.
I know, me too.
So the audio on this thing's really good. Ramel had ash fall in South Caloocan. Okay.
How far are we from each other? I don't know. He could tell you, but I couldn't tell you.
How far are you guys from each other? Oh, let's see. I think it's 42 kilometers.
What? You're that far away
Yeah.
from me?
If I remember correctly, when I came over there on the ways.
Are you sure about that? Because like
Yeah.
Angeles City's like 60 kilometers away from me.
Angeles is 78 from me. Hold on, I'll look it up real quick.
Holy crap. Hey, Google, how far away is Angeles City? Broken. Hey, Google, how far away is Angeles City?
You are 88.8 kilometers away from Angeles by car.
Oh, wow. 88.8.
Yeah, I'm 78, I think, from. Oh, sorry, 32 and a half, Joseph. 32 and a half kilometers.
From me?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize you were that far. I thought you were maybe 8 kilometers away or 10 or.
Well, I'm all the way up. I'm almost in Bulacan. I'm almost outside of Manila province.
Well, I'm 10 kilometers from the NLEX entrance.
Eric, Melanie is at her sister's house. I thought she'd be home by now. Maybe not.
Yeah, we're further than a hoot and a holler. Caloocan from Manila. Oh, so you're the other way? He said Papanga's further than from Caloocan than it is from Manila. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm certain that I'm
25 kilometers.
78. What did it say? You were 88 kilometers from Angeles?
88.8.
Yeah.
It was pretty accurate, too. It said an hour and a half to drive there, which is probably about right with the traffic and everything of that. So.
Yeah, I'm 76 kilometers. But that's using the toll road, and I can't take the toll road, so
Mm.
that's further than 78 for me, or 76.
I think he's trolling your channel. I can barely make ends meet here on 7,000 a month in the U.S. I could make ends meet pretty decent on 7,000 a month.
I guess it depends on where you live, Tex.
Yeah, where you live and how you live. I guess it's not that much. It sounds like a lot to us because we're used to being in the Philippines. But I think I averaged 10,000 a month when I lived in the U.S. and I lived in Kentucky, and it wasn't like I was balling by any means. I was just doing what I wanted to do. So I could see him making that statement, especially if he lives somewhere that costs, high price of living.
Matthew and Milagrosa, yes, I've been to Volcano many times.
Yeah, we've got some ash here. I'm here in San Diego. Air's expensive. Be in the Philippines this year. I need cigarettes. Hold on. Nobody answered when I called for them.
Is it nice in Bulacan? There's nice places in Bulacan, and there's not so nice places. It's just about like any other province, especially in this area. You're talking, just outside the city, northern Manila. Bulacan's considered a northern Manila province. Tex Symbol lives in Manhattan Beach. Yes, I know exactly where that is. I'm from Orange County, California. But you must be balling at 7,000 a month or you live right on the beach. 7,000 a month, 7,000 USD a month would have been a lot of money for me, even in Orange County, California.
Really? In California, that's still a lot?
Yeah, I think my total, all of my bills added up when I lived, this include my mortgage on my house and everything, was about $3,800 a month. Now that was just my bills.
Mm. Yeah, see, so 7 wouldn't be like balling if you're paying more than half of it in your bills.
Right. But he says he's paying $4,000 a month rent. So
yeah, my bills in Lexington, Kentucky. I think my rent was $750 for a big loft, 2-bedroom loft.
Yeah.
And electric was like $300 and something a month because of the vaulted ceilings and all that crap. But yeah, that's that's nowhere near the level of what you guys are paying, man. I never understood people living in areas that cost so much to live there, especially YouTubers.
Yeah.
You have these YouTubers like Casey Neistat or whatever living in New York and California. Why? You make so much money, dude. Just move 500 or 300 miles, 100 miles away from there, and you can have this big mansion and everything else cheaper.
I haven't seen Casey, any of Casey's stuff since he moved to LA.
Yeah, he took a break, I guess. I haven't been watching him either, but I just checked up on it not too long ago. And I think he's moving back to New York. I'm not sure.
I used to like that guy, man. I watched him every day. He was a daily vlogger for a long time.
Mount Vernon sounds very familiar. Yeah, Casey's like the creator of that vlog style, right?
Yeah, he was.
Vloggers.
It was just so. His videos are just so damn good. The music and the editing and all the transitions, the New York skyline.
Laughing at James' comment. I can sell you some cheap land in Tagaytay. I would buy it if you can get it cheap right now. The Volcano's not going to last forever. Eventually, your value will go up. But fuck, man, we probably got hit really hard on the value of ours.
Clippers and Lakers in the Western Conference Final. Maybe somebody, Ramel, said that Kawhi's out for the season. I don't know if it was just a troll or if it was true. But somebody came into the chat and said Kawhi's out for the season, injured. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it.
Some rentals in Manhattan Beach are over $10K a month. God, you guys pay way too much. Jeez.
Yeah, when I left Southern California a couple of years ago, a studio with no garage was $2,000. Studio apartment.
God. Yeah, I was looking at moving to Florida before, and I thought Daytona Beach isn't too bad expense-wise. And it still has enough action going on, but it's not all the time, so it's not overwhelming like Miami. So
Yeah.
I was pretty set on trying to look for a place in Daytona Beach. Then I went to Las Vegas, and I was going to get a place in Henderson County, which really Vegas isn't too bad either. And they have everything. That's probably the best place in the world to live, is like Henderson County, right next to Las Vegas. And then I traveled to the Philippines, and I was like, nope, gotta live here. That's it. Has to be the Philippines. So that's how I ended up here.
Do they have good gyms in the PI? Yeah, they do.
They're too expensive here, though. Don't you think? You try to go to like Fitness First, and it's over $100 per month for a membership, and that's locked into a contract.
Well,
And
we
they
don't
have like,
yeah, we don't have anything like that where I live. We've just got pretty good gyms for like $500 a month. You can join.
oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
I can go to Anytime Fitness for $2.5K a month, and that's in a contract. That's why I haven't done this, because they don't have anything outside of contracts. But in the U.S., as much as everyone makes fun of Planet Fitness, they're talking about a major, huge, big gym with all good equipment, all like hammer strength equipment and lifestyle equipment, and $15 a month. You can visit any one of them in the U.S., and you can bring someone with you as a guest.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was doing in the U.S. I worked out at home, but I also had a Planet Fitness membership. So if I wasn't home, I would just go there.
Right.
Everyone makes fun of Planet Fitness because they're kind of like super liberal on the stuff on their walls. They're hypocritical and stuff. They're against bodybuilders.
Oh, really?
And they give you pizza. Yeah. But for the money, you can't beat Planet Fitness. I'm waiting for something like that in the Philippines.
A gym that has pizza. There you go.
But here, yeah, all the chain gyms that I've looked at here are very expensive. The chain ones. I wanted to open a gym here when I first moved here, and I was always looking at everything and trying to figure out a way to do it. And oh my God, I was trying to look into like custom building equipment or going to a Chinese company or something to be able to get the equipment to build one and do kind of like that. 1K a month, and it'll have swimming pools and everything else, but it would still blow away the competition. But I didn't realize how expensive it would be to open a gym. It's something that's not really in reach. I grunt laugh to make the alarm go off. I've never set the alarm off, but I've slammed the weights down a few times on accident. But I've never seen the alarm actually go off in Planet Fitness. They have an alarm if you're too loud, it'll set the lunk alarm off.
Huh.
And it's like this. It's funny because on the walls it'll say this is a judge-free zone. You can't judge people. And then it has stuff like lunk alarm, and it says, what is a lunk? A lunk is somebody drinking from a gallon jug of water, lifting heavy weights, making a lot of noise. Isn't that judgmental in itself right there? But right next to it says judgmental free zone and all this and that. But yeah, and he's not lying. They do have like pizza and stuff like that for people. Like one of the most unhealthy things you can have. They have pizza. And donuts I've seen there too before. Those are two of the worst things you could eat.
Be right back. Keep these guys entertained for a second, Joseph.
I will try my best, sir. Jim that has pizza thinking of junk. Hypocrisy, eh? Yeah, big time. But you would be... There's probably thousands of those freaking gyms all over America. And for 750 pesos a month, you can use them all and bring a guest. Or if you just want the one in your neighborhood, only 500 pesos a month for yourself. So you can't beat the price. And all their equipment is top level equipment. So definitely you can't beat the price. Were you a doctor in America? No, I'm a medical technician. My family owns a doctor's office. See, this is what happens in my live streams. Nobody talks, and then I sit there like twiddling my thumbs, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I have a home gym, saves a lot of money. I have a home gym too. I prefer my home gym over going to a gym. Really need a gym in the Philippines because the food here is fattening. Yeah, I had planned when I moved here, I was into working out and everything. And I had planned to do vlogs going to different gyms in the Philippines and kind of like Mutant on a Mission type style, but Philippines version. And go to all the like small self-owned province ones and all that. And I'd still love to do that. I'm just not in shape to do it right now. But that's something I wanted to do when I moved here. I went to one next to a Chinese restaurant, and vents would release the odor of food while on the treadmill. What the heck? That's crazy sounding. Sorry, I'm having lunch. Grilled cheese. Just want to ask what happened to the bank situation. Yeah, that's still in court. Still in court. I think the next court date is around March or something. Did you hear the new cancer treatment from dog deworming pills? Google it. What the heck? Joke. Just hit my all-time highs on the bench, press and squat. I'm too old to do that now. For me, I try to just pick a moderate weight and do good with it. I can't push too hard because of my neck. I was pushing hard and I wasn't even doing really a movement. I was curling and I pulled something in my neck and it put me out for like 2 months. So, yeah, I broke my neck when I was younger, so I have to be careful. So I can't press like real heavy weights. And I used to bug the shit out of me because I wanted to. But I was talking to a friend that's a bodybuilder coach, and he was saying, you lift just for bragging rights. Like the heavy weights is just for bragging rights. But they do it just so because somebody's gonna be like, hey man, how much do you bench? Or how much can you deadlift? Or how much can you squat? So those three, they'll lift just for bragging weights. They'll do the heavy stuff, but you really don't need to get in whatever shape you want. And lifting heavy can cause injury, so better to just go moderate for me. The new cancer treatment is not even sugar. Tons of veggies. So where do you plan to ride to next? Probably back to Clark was the plan, because I still haven't seen Clark Global City, and I wanted to go around more. But I woke up yesterday and pulled something in my back, and I can't barely walk. And also with everything going on with the volcano and everything, it kind of put a stop to all plans. So I only have one video to release right now, and then I'm out. And I have the family coming in a few days, so I'm guessing that yeah, after a few days, I'll be out for a while again. So I might not have any videos to release for a couple weeks. Maybe I'll try to get something in tomorrow if I can walk around and stuff. Because Jinky's sister's coming tonight, so she'll have someone to hang out with. Maybe I can get out tomorrow. Bodybuilding is not at all about how much you can lift. I plan on going to McDonald's fish sandwiches diet and get back. Guarantee I'll lose weight. Yeah, get rid of the bread and the tartar sauce and you'll be good. Plus, I think it's deep fried too, though. But
Sorry about that.
all good, man.
I unlocked the mystery of the barking dog. We had cattle walking down the street. 2 of them.
Going back to the park.
Yeah, dude, we've got cattle just roams the streets here.
Yeah, baggy how smart, Eric.
Sometimes they get tired. There'll be 6 or 8 of them walking in a group. They'll lay down in the middle of the road and shut the road down because you can't touch them.
Wow. I was in Clark, and I was close to the hospital, and there was a group of like 6 white cows or carabaos or something walking down the center of the road, like all by themselves.
Yeah.
Inside Clark. Like it's
Yeah.
not, but there was no people around, no nothing, just like a group of 6 white I guess they were cows. Does your wife cook the standard PH foods? How do you like PH local food? I'm not into eating Philippines foods. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I've had it for years before I came here, and then once I got here, it was like an overload. So I don't eat too much Philippine foods anymore. A little bit, like caldereta is okay once in a while, or the breakfast is fine, like corned beef and stuff like that. But yeah, the vegetable stuff she makes, because she's from Iloilo, so the vegetable stuff she makes, no, I don't. I have never even tried it. Like I don't eat that. Maddie hates cows.
Well, I didn't walk. What happened was I didn't walk outside the gate to look and see what was going on, why she was going off the way she was. And apparently my son ran out to see what was going on. He saw a couple of cattle going down the street. So that's what she was going off about. I don't think she's ever, we don't normally have them here in our neighborhood. They normally hang out just outside our subdivision. Every now and then, it's been a long time since we've seen one, but one will wander off and come through our little neighborhood here. And that's what it was.
450 is crazy, man. My max is like 320. That's when I was in shape. But everybody goes to adobo. When they talk about a Filipino food, they always talk adobo. And that's what I've always heard too before I moved here. But I don't see adobo being made as often as what people talk about it. Do you?
We have it here, brother, about once a week.
Once a week? Wow. Yeah, I don't see it too often here. Like
Either
at
pork
home, we had adobo more than what I see here.
Where I live here, and you probably got them there. I don't know, because you're in such a city environment there. The little carinderias, the little Filipino.
Oh yeah. I don't go to those. The little Filipino restaurant things.
Yeah, where you sit on plastic Fisher-Price furniture and eat for like $1.
You
Great.
eat there?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't. What do you eat that you've gained weight? I eat too much. That's the problem.
Hot Pocket.
Yeah, I had Hot Pockets yesterday. I made spaghetti. Like I put a full kilo of beef in when I make it. And I make like a goulash or spaghetti. Dump half a thing of Parmesan cheese in it while you're cooking it. So it's kind of like in hot sauce. So it's like what do you call that? Yeah, goulash, right? Uh, so I'll make that, and I'm still eating it from a couple days ago because I make so much of it. But the problem is I'll keep eating and eating and eating, and I'll just eat too much. It's not really what I'm eating as much as I'm eating too much. But my weight is probably because of this. I drink like 5 or 6 of these a day,
No shit.
not to mention other stuff. So yeah, earlier I had some in here. I took 2 out already today. So this is my 3rd one today.
James Lonergan, that's correct. You do use the word used, but it's like when they pick it up from you, the shipping company picks the boxes up that are going to ship them for you. They normally do that paperwork for you. At least mine did. But yeah, you do have to use the word used. Anything that's new is subject to being held up.
Watch the sugar. Yeah, that's where my weight probably all comes from, is my drinks, not my food.
Carinderias offer adobo, menudo, pork chops, fried fish, and chicken. Also anything with coconut milk.
So your diet's Filipino.
Yeah,
You
pretty much.
that much.
I mean, I don't eat the dried fish and the milk fish. I can't stand the tiny little bones that's in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we eat a lot of chicken, a lot of pork, beef caldereta. The wife makes, once a week probably. There's rice at every meal.
I'm mostly restaurants. Like in the morning, eggs, rice, maybe tocino. My protein drink, and then I don't know, usually a restaurant, like an Italian restaurant or McDonald's. We might grab McDonald's or Burger King. It's been a while for that. Order pizza from SNR, Italian across the street, or Japanese or thing. Yeah. Where did we go yesterday? What's that? I can't think of the name of the place, but yeah, they're usually restaurants.
Fuck, that's awesome.
It's a social no. Yeah, I don't eat too much Filipino foods. They'll cook it here, and I'll cook something else for me, if those are the cases.
I can't remember the last time we went to a restaurant.
This will be the last stream setup moving forward.
Melanie brought home some McDonald's for me yesterday. That was cool.
Yeah, I trying to think, but that's my basic diet, I guess. It's usually for dinner or eating somewhere else. And then I have something. I have a cabinet full of Chef Boyardee, but I haven't been eating it too much.
And Jinky likes her sloppy joes.
Oh yeah, I'll make sloppy joes. Jinky loves that, but nobody else will eat it. Just me and Jinky. So that's another one that goes in the fridge, and you just keep making more sandwiches the next day and day after.
Melanie loves them too. I got her hooked on those in the U.S., but we can't get I don't know what you use. Do you use a manwich sauce, or do you make your own?
No, I use manwich.
Yeah, we can't get that here. We've got a.
I have Joshua's Nino's always visiting, so he'll be here on the 16th, but he's been bringing it with him. But I told him not to bring any more because we have a lot. And all Joshua's baby foods and stuff are from America because he visits a lot, and he doesn't really have anything to bring to the Philippines, so he just stocks up on whatever we want.
Yeah. Tex, there's supplements here. I wouldn't know anything about the quality, sorry. But they're here.
Oh yeah, GNC and stuff is here. The same.
Yeah.
So I buy my I like the GNC protein powder. It's a little more expensive, but GNC has a good quality in how they make stuff. I trust their quality. So yeah, that's what my protein drinks are every day is GNC strawberry.
Ramel, I've never used Grab Food Delivery yet. Haven't used them yet. I don't know.
I did a video that one time about HGH, the supplement, and I looked at my email box for my YouTube, and I had companies from like China trying to send me HGH. It's funny because I could see on my Amazon that a lot of people bought it too. Like, because I put an affiliate link for the HGH on Amazon, and a lot of people went to it. That was a long time ago. I'm on the HGH right now, Sarah Vital HGH. I've been taking it for the last couple weeks to try to straighten my mood out and everything. But I took my last pills today, so they're gonna bring me some from the U.S. because they don't sell it in the Philippines. So I'll get some new ones on Thursday. But good stuff. Barbecue chicken, but it's big there. The full chickens you can get, rotisserie chickens, those are good. You got Chook's Chicken and a bunch of different places. I guess Manny Pacquiao's opening up one now. I seen an advertisement for that on Facebook. I was thinking about buying into it because you can get a food cart that's with Manny Pacquiao for rotisserie chicken or barbecue chicken or something, which is something that I would eat myself. And you can get into that food cart pretty freaking cheap. I think it's 10 wait, like $1,000, I think, or something. I don't know. It was cheap.
Oh, to get one of the carts, you mean? Get one of the carts going?
To get the franchise, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
with Manny Pacquiao's new chicken thing.
We've got one not too far from here that we go to. Man, it's just awesome. They do pork and chicken. It just tastes so good, It's cheap. So if you don't feel like cooking, we'll just jump on the bike and go down there and grab a bird or.
I miss the old chicken. When they used to give it steroids and stuff. When I was in my early 20s and I was working out all the time, Kentucky Fried chickens were like this freaking big. Like they were so big. I used to eat the buffet like almost every day because in Kentucky, KFC has buffets. And I used to go there every day almost and eat that. And I never knew why I got so big and everything. I guess I was taking steroids without knowing it.
Oh my God.
They're not allowed to do it anymore because all the regulations. But before, they used to give those chicken steroids to make them grow faster and bigger, and that was some good juicy chicken back then.
That's a pretty well-known thing in the U.S. The chickens are twice the size as the ones here.
Well, back then they were really big, but they're not allowed to do it anymore. They ruined it.
Ramel, I will try them. I use Grab Car all the time, so I'll try it sometime and check it out. I'll let you know how it goes.
What, Grab?
No, Grab Food.
I use it all the time.
We're talking about how good Grab Food is.
I use it all the time.
Yeah, I haven't.
Here's the best thing about it. So if you call to order a pizza, they will be so mixed up on the phone. Like you call Pizza Hut, they'll have everything all mixed up. Even when I have Jinky call Pizza Hut, they still have everything all mixed up and mess your order up. You'll spend more time on the phone than anything. And then to get it delivered, it's just a big hassle. Grab, you go to the app just like you would order a car, and you hit Grab Food. And then you type in what type of restaurant you want or the name, and it'll bring them all up. And you pick the one close to you. And then it has a menu, and you just pick what you want to add to your cart and then exit. And then they bring the food here, and you pay for it. So you pay the delivery person. So it's real easy. There's no mix-ups on what you ordered or didn't order because it's all right there in the app. It's the best thing that happened to the Philippines in a long time.
I always worry about the quality of the food during the travel time, though. You know what I mean?
Depends. I mean, I've ordered stuff from SNR and it's come hot. I've ordered stuff where it was so hot I had to let it cool down. And sometimes you get it and it's cold. I mean, you never know.
What do you guys in the chat? What have you ordered that you were impressed with? Joseph says pizza from SNR.
Pizza, Burger King, McDonald's,
Eric,
Chook's Chicken.
Well, Mac Do has a great delivery system, at least the one here.
Yeah, but Grab is go on there and they're click this, click that. It's real simple. So there's no messing up with talking to somebody. I mean, McDonald's here, they'll mess up your order while you're standing there ordering at the counter.
Matthew, yeah. Going up to 100 Islands will be very easy. That's province, so you don't have to worry about traffic, or there's a toll road that goes all the way up to Alaminos, or close to it. And by the way, that's a great trip. I'd highly recommend 100 Islands.
I want to go there. I haven't been there. I almost went. My bike broke down, so I turned around. So I made it as far as Balls.
Dude, that would be something. That would be something awesome for your whole family. It's just a great day there. It really is.
Yeah, I would need a car for that.
It's a great day. It's so much fun. You get in a boat, and the guy will take you anywhere you want to go on the 100 Islands. It's just so fun. It's cheap. I got a great vlog about that, by the way, if you guys want to see it.
I'll go check that out. I'll go check that one out. I want to go there.
A lot of fun. One of the best days that we've had in the Philippines as a family.
McDonald's at 3 a.m. I have a video called McDonald's at 3 a.m. EJ wants McDonald's at 3 a.m. Yeah, Grab might have made things too easy, though. Because now I don't leave the house. They just go down and pick it up at the door. So Grab's made me a little bit lazy. But they add a little bit on for the delivery and stuff, though, of course.
Yeah.
But they act surprised when I tip them. I guess most people don't tip drivers. I don't know.
No, you're right. Most people don't. I have to talk my wife into it. So.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
I went to a fancy restaurant here. Or not fancy, I'm sorry, but I went to a Japanese restaurant here. Fancy-ish, kind of. It's not like slumping at all. So I went to Omakase. I got the bill, and the service charge was like really low. So I added in 100 pesos, and the girl was like, "Oh, that's too much, this, that." And I was like, "No, tip." "Oh, no, that's too much tip." "No, it's okay. It's $2, guys." And like, she is like so shocked and telling me that tip is too high and everything. And this is at a Japanese restaurant that the bill was like, at least over 1,000 pesos at least. But yeah, my $2 tip was, she was like freaking out about it and so happy, trying not to accept it.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 pesos is pretty much the standard here.
I was always told that you only give 20 pesos to the kids on the streets that are begging for money. But like tipping, like if the doorman calls a cab for you and opens the door and stuff, you give them a 50. Or for helping, if it's more than just a regular help, like more extra added work, maybe 100 pesos. But the 20s are for the kids on the streets, is what I was told. I don't know. I was supposed to make a video on tipping, and I never did it. I had planned that 3 years ago to do that.
Yeah.
But like the guys that bring my groceries, I give them 200 pesos each. And usually 2 guys that bring my groceries home. Because it's hot, man. That's heavy carts to push and everything, right? And they bring them right in and pack them into my house, everything. So I give them 200 pesos each, which is like $4 each. And I tell you what, when I go to the grocery store, as soon as I walk in that building, I'm being stopped by the employees like, "I'll do your groceries. I'll do your groceries."
Yeah.
So it's nice because before it's hard to take them home. But yeah.
You're getting the Kano treatment.
Oh, they're happy. They're happy for that 200 pesos. That's half their day's salary right there.
Yeah.
So, but I would feel bad doing any less because you're in the hot sun pushing these heavy carts, and then, they take them all the way up to my condo and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I only know what my family's taught me.
Yeah, same here. So I've come here with my family from the U.S. who's Filipino, so I just always judged everything off them, and then the drivers that they would hire, I would watch how they do everything. So That's the only way I really know how it works either, as well.
I have a hard time.
And
I have a hard time in a fast food restaurant leaving all my stuff on the table there, because I just feel so ridiculous. It just seems like such a lazy move. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'll get over to the trash can myself.
But if you get to the trash can yourself, you're stopping someone else from having a job. So,
Well, I'm just stopping him from having to clean my table. I'm not taking his job away from him.
right, but if everyone cleaned up their own garbage, they wouldn't need as many employees, so that might stop their job.
I hear you.
We were in BGC, and I tried to show Jinky how to throw her garbage away once, and the security guard that holds the door came over and grabbed it out of our hands. Like, no. I was like,
Yeah.
the garbage is right there. Like, we almost made it. I almost got Jinky to throw her own garbage away.
It's, I think it would be a big step in the right direction here for this country, really.
Which, people cleaning up their own stuff?
Well, let's wake up and realize. I know that they hired a guy to do it, but come on now.
I wish they would stop littering all over the grounds and stuff. Like,
well,
like
it all goes in.
There's garbage is there, and then they'll throw it right on the ground, like they don't care.
Yeah,
I think Brian was telling me about it. He'll watch people that they'll buy an ice cream cone, unwrap the cone, and just throw the wrapper and eat the ice. Like, there's a garbage there.
Right in front of the store, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did a vlog on that at the Kazan Memorial Circle. I was just disgusted, man.
The root beer I tasted there was disgusting. I think it was at Jollibee. Oh, you're not talking about root beer. You're talking about that stuff's not too bad. What's it called? The root beer that they have here? Sarsi. You're talking about Sarsi, I think. They have A&W and stuff in the stores you can get. But yeah, if you're ordering root beer from Jollibee or other fast food places, it's usually Sarsi. I don't think Sarsi's that bad, but it definitely doesn't taste like A&W and stuff. It's its own thing. You can't buy drinks at the fast food places anymore. Burger King, McDonald's usually, Jollibee, Chowking. Like, one big reason I haven't been eating at any of those places is because they joined this liberal bullshit where they don't give you straws. And I don't want to spend my money with companies that don't care about their customers, because they're trying to take this high road and say, oh, help save the ocean, don't use straws, but then they have plastic for everything else. And if you want to go strawless, which is like, doesn't help anyone really, it's like a 0.001% of the plastic in the ocean is straws. It's like almost nothing. So it's inconvenience to your customers more than anything else. But they should at least have paper straws then. So yeah, that's one reason I haven't been eating fast food, because I don't like supporting companies that do that strawless thing.
I saw your vlog on that.
You saw my post on Facebook? I posted about that, yeah.
I've been watching all your Clark rides too. Those are pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I went to Jollibee here with like 7 people, and they had no straws. And I told them, can you make sure and let your manager know that they just lost 7 customers because you don't have straws? And I turned around and walked out. And they looked at me like, I don't give a fuck. Like, really, they don't care. They don't care. But, hey, if that happened 100 times a day, they're going to start caring at some point. But I've kind of gave up that fight because they don't care anyway. But I do try not to go to restaurants that support that strawless crowd.
A couple of your early Clark rides that you did before you learned your way around, I'm yelling, Joseph, go left here. No, go left. Go left. I know it's pretty good. I rode on there quite often.
Well, wait for my new one, because I got lost there pretty good. And I
go, no, go right here. No, keep going. Go straight.
I kept going in circle. I kept going by the racetrack. I'm like, oh, look, this looks like a big, nice school. Oh, no, that's the racetrack again. Like, I'm here again? How'd I get here? Yeah, I rode.
That track is really cool, man.
Last time was discouraging. Really discouraging, my last trip to Clark. I rode all day looking for something to eat, and I could not find anything inside Clark to eat. And it really makes me second guess moving to Clark, because there was no Western type styled food there except for Burger King and McDonald's.
Ah, I see.
And there's lots of Korean, and there's Japanese, and there's this, and lots of Filipino, and this and that. But there was like no Western style food. So it was pretty discouraging because I drove around all day in Clark, lost. And then
There's a really good Mexican restaurant that I go to there with Brian. It's called shit.
I know what you're talking about, but that's not Clark. That's Angeles.
No, it's inside Clark.
Oh, inside Clark? Okay.
Yeah, it's inside Clark. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it now. I bet Eric might remember. That Mexican restaurant joint that Brian always goes to. No, is it Mexicali? Really?
Don't bitch about the trash on the street and complain about the plastic straws makes you a hypocrite. No, because the plastic straws don't make up enough trash to even be considered anything. It's just a liberal ideology to try to say, hey, look at us, we're doing something. And then they have big plastic cups and plastic lids and plastic forks and plastic spoons. And yeah, don't give me no shit that you're helping the environment with your plastic straws. And plastic bags, and yeah. So, yeah, I ended up.
No, go ahead.
I ended up going out to Fields Avenue, all bummed out, feeling like maybe Clark isn't the place to live, because I didn't really see too much on grocery either. They had a Pure Gold, but we know what Pure Gold is like, so I didn't even bother going in there. So I went. I was leaving. Damn, I sound so stuck up, but I mean, really, it's just truth. I went out and I got on Fields Ave and I stopped at an Italian restaurant. Oh my God, it was so good that it like totally was changing my mind. Like, okay, Fields isn't too far away from Clark. Maybe it can still work, because that Italian restaurant was good. I mean, we're talking some foods that were like. Trying to pull up the pictures real quick. I took a few pictures, like ravioli, spinach ravioli. I got that.
Oh, here you go.
It's not a lot though, but I was full. Of course, it cost over 1,000 pesos for my lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't cheap. And what else did I get? This right here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. The tomato.
What was the name of that place?
It is.
I bet I know it.
I'm looking for it. And they had a smoking section and everything. Al Bacio, Italian restaurant.
No, I'll be damned. Albaceo. It looks like it's down by the new mall.
Yeah. Where they're building the new mall at.
Oh, so, I know what it is. There's a little Vietnamese restaurant right next door.
There's a what?
There's a little Vietnamese restaurant right next door that's got really good food too.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah. This place was really good. Really good. It was 1,200 pesos for just me eating. But, I got those 2 appetizers plus the spinach ravioli and a drink. So, but it was definitely really good. That'll be in my next vlog. And I shot some videos on my phone and stuff.
Are there Mexicans in the Philippines? I don't really know.
There were a lot of Mexicans here in the Philippines before, but I don't know if there still are ever since the crackdown on drugs, because it sounds really bad, but it's what was going around being said through the media, of course, but that the Mexicans were bringing in all the shabu and everything. So I guess there was a Mexican presence here before the war on drugs from Duterte, but I haven't heard about any Mexicans here too much. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Mexicans are doing drugs and this and that. I'm just saying what was said back then. But I've never personally, I don't think I've met anyone from Mexico there or here. In Gomez, I think it's called Indian and Mexican restaurant in Angeles or by Walking Street. Matthew, I think that's in my last video. He had like some a bunch of pictures all over the wall everywhere. I think I went in there in one of my videos, one of my recent ones. 7-Eleven and Gotti are now using paper bags.
But it's working well, Eric.
7-Eleven here too. I keep seeing them break at the counter. Like people will get drinks put in the bag. They'll go to hand them the bag, and the bag rips right at the counter. Split screen stream is really good, guys. Yeah, thank you for having me on here, Philo. Appreciate it.
Anytime, brother man, anytime. Now that I know it's going to work, that it'll work well.
So do you stream just your YouTube through here, or your YouTube and Facebook?
Oh, I'm just streaming to YouTube.
Gotcha. Because I was looking at the comments on this, and it shows like the YouTube symbol next to their name. So I imagine if you did both, it would show the Facebook one next to the name if they're on Facebook. I don't know.
I'll try that next time. I'll try both, because I know this StreamYard does both. You have the option of doing both.
How available is ground beef at your grocery stores? Price and other stuff. It's a lot more expensive, but it is available. I get the good meat. I'm trying to think of what they call it again, but it's like it's gone up 700 pesos per kilo.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's like $14 for what, 2 pounds, something like that. But it's good. It's good. It's not too bad.
I can't believe we're paying for
I
it.
bought meats at SNR that say they're from America, and me and Jinky agree that we don't like the taste of it. We like the meat we get at the grocery here better, which is odd to say, but we do. But yeah, ground beef's pretty available. From my experience, the darker the ground beef, the better it tastes. Because like if you go get a cheeseburger at a side store type thing, a lot of times that meat's kind of white looking. It tastes horrible because beef's hard here. Beef is the item that the Philippines lacks on, but you can get the ground beef and stuff. If you're gonna,
I'm trying to remember what we're paying for it. Hold on a second.
all right. If you're going to be moving to the Philippines or visiting here, my suggestion is to look at pork and chicken and stuff like that, because it's hard to find good beef here. It's hard. No problem, man. We have Mexican priests in our parish. Cigarettes are cheap, but are they of good quality? Good question. They are not the same quality. I think they're better in a way, because I was smoking Newports almost my whole life, and I was starting to be able to breathe and hear it sometimes, and coughing a lot. And when I got to these, they're not as strong, but I can notice that my breathing really got a lot better. Even though I smoke like 2 or 3 packs a day, my breathing is a lot better smoking these. Now, if you don't pack them good, in America, you know, we pack our cigarettes. I don't know why, but I always have. If you don't pack the cigarettes in the Philippines, the cherry will fall off. I mean, there's not a question. That's going to happen. So you have to pack them really good before you smoke them here. But other than that, I think they're pretty decent. U.S. beef is like gold in the Philippines. All the stuff I see in the Philippines that says it's from the U.S., the beef, it doesn't taste anything like the U.S. So I'm just going to put that out there. Like, I don't know if it really comes from the U.S. or not. They say it does, but it doesn't taste U.S.
And that's comparing it to Walmart ground beef.
Yeah, Walmart, Kroger, any of that is way
Any-
better than anything you'll get here.
America is the king of the beef, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, even Kobe and Wagyu and all that, it doesn't compare to our regular beef in America, if you ask me. It has the big price tag and this and that, but I think our regular beef tastes better than that. It's more how it's prepared, probably, than anything.
Oh, Sean Dayton's here. Hey, Sean.
So what do you pay for your beef?
Well, I thought that we had some in the freezer, but we don't. We've only got ground pork.
Oh, so you don't know the price then?
No, I could have swore we had some in there. I thought I saw some the other night.
I tried to talk Jinky into trying to Sloppy Joe's made with ground pork because that's way cheaper. I think it's a better quality.
The
But
ground pork here's good.
she wasn't having that idea. I made the tacos with ground pork before, and it turned out really good.
Yeah, the ground pork here's really good, I think. It's got a great flavor to it.
Polly, my favorite beer is San Miguel Apple. I'm a big chicken and fish fan. We'll be visiting again, Mary Little. Yeah, fish is good here, I guess. Especially the grilled fish. I like grilled food, man. I think I could live on a beach somewhere like those restaurants on the beach where they sell the grilled fish and stuff. I think I could do that. There's a fish. I don't know if it's blue marlin or something like that, but when they grill it, it tastes better than chicken. Like, it's so freaking good. Now, I'm not into fish, especially cooked fish. I can do Japanese, but
We get some bluefin tuna around here at some of the markets. It's just outstanding. You know, so tasty.
Bogaki, I have never heard of anyone that sells beef and has it delivered to you. Rancher needs to show how to finish cattle.
Add some beef bouillon cubes to the ground pork. Oh,
I'm not a sports fan, so I don't miss it. I think Philly is. Or Philo.
Hulk, it's a good question. I miss NASCAR and I miss golf on TV, big time. And NBA, I miss the NBA on TV.
Beef bouillon cubes to the ground pork. Monkey meat. I would try that. I want to eat a carabao, dude. I really want to try carabao. That looks like a good animal. Big, huge, like a big American cow or something. Bull.
It's as tough as beef jerky, man. It's fucking horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would be good.
If we buy local beef here, Melanie has to put it in a pressure cooker for like 90 minutes just to get it to the point where it's edible.
Wow.
The local beef here is just horrible. Hulk, yeah, there are cable packages you can subscribe to, but we have chosen not to do that. So,
no, dude, just get Netflix or for the sports.
you can get everything pretty much on YouTube, all of the replays and the highlights of the games, and so that's what I choose to do. But yeah, there is cable here that's available if you want to pay for it.
Don't they have cable? I had cable. I didn't get half the stations I was supposed to get, and the support was so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
that in years of having the same company, I never called them to fix it because they were that difficult to deal with their customer support.
Yeah.
Which is the reason I switched to My Now Fiber. My internet was good, but it was so hard to deal with the company that I just said, screw it, I'll try something else. And I got the My Now Fiber for the sole reason of their customer support because I was happy with the actual internet I had.
Yeah.
But I'm more than happy now. And I have support.
We've got great internet here. It's not I don't know how to say it. It's not really what I would call high-speed data, but it's pretty damn good. I can upload a video to YouTube in 5 minutes, so that's good.
Yeah, depending on the site. I don't even pay attention to how big my videos are anymore because my internet's so fast. My upload can go up to around, it sticks between 60 and 100 megs a second, somewhere around there. Upload, not download. And
well, that's the most important number.
I'll upload 4K videos, and before I even finish writing the description, they're uploaded. It
Yeah.
takes longer to process than it does to upload.
Poly debt merge. You can't get live cast here in the Philippines. You've got to use what's it called? The VPN out of the US.
Yeah, I have a VPNs for Hulu and stuff.
Yeah. Many of your live casts do not work in the Philippines. Okay, so duh.
Yeah, Hulu doesn't work in the Philippines. I have to use a VPN. Netflix works in the Philippines now,
Yeah.
but it's a different Netflix than what you get in the USA. So sometimes I'll use my VPN just to check Netflix to see what's on it. That's different. There's a thing here. What's that? TV Plus. Do you have that?
Yeah, we've got that.
I'm gonna go buy that. Jinky wants some local TV station. So
Yeah,
TV.
that's all we have. And they expand that all the time. It's even got a couple of US stations on it now. It's pretty
Does
good.
it?
Yeah.
It's 2,000 or 1,500 pesos. It's like $30 for a box, and then everything's free on it. That's the best way to do it. I see people, all the Grab drivers use TV Plus in their car, and they're watching TV while they're driving around.
Dude, you'll be surprised how well it works. It's just amazing how well it works.
Yeah,
the antenna is about this big. And it brings in like 30 stations. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those for Jinky.
Robert Dyer, I don't know how much satellite is. I've never researched it.
That's what I should have got her for Christmas. Then I could have got her something. We just got the kids stuff. That's all. So you know Clark very well, huh?
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time there just tooling around.
Oh, just driving around there?
Whenever I go visit Brian or Tuck or somebody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just made it a point to study the maps really closely and just go on there and try my best to get lost. And I just never
probably do that. That's probably what I should do. Look at the map first and try to study it.
I just put the map in my head, and then I went out to the old hospital one day, so I remember how to get out that far, because that's a good drive to get out to the hospital. That's a ways out there in Clark, you know. But I haven't been to the Mabalacat portion that you've been to, the New Clark City. I haven't been down there.
Oh yeah, New Clark City's garbage. That's just basically for government and sports, I think. But the global city, that's what's got my interest.
Yeah. But I enjoy it.
It's garbage. It's a nice structure and everything, but I think it's not going to be something for people like us to go to so much.
Marshall Tito, I drank a lot of Gold Eagle beer when I was in the province. You don't find it anywhere here, but when I was down in Ramblan on Carabao Island, that's what we were drinking.
Blue Pepsi. The province, I used to be able to find Blue Pepsi at the Sorry stores.
No, the Gold Eagle beer is made by, as far as I know, it's made by San Miguel, but it's only sold in the province for some reason. I don't know why. I had never seen it until we were down in Ramblan. We were on Carabao Island, and that was all you could buy. It was Golden Eagle everywhere. I was like, wow, what is this? Everybody goes, this is the province beer. Oh, cool.
You travel a lot, huh?
Not really, Joseph. We haven't done that much. We've done a few trips, but we haven't done that much.
You do it by bike?
We went down there by bike, yeah.
In 100 Islands?
100 Islands, no, we went with our cousin who had a car. He drove us up there.
Oh, okay.
But that trip down to Ramblan was all on bike. 3 ferries, and then island hopping, and then 3 ferries, you know.
Shit. Oh, that's when you went to Iloilo too, right?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so fun. It killed the fighting, but it was fun.
I would love to do that. But Not for now, I guess. Can't wait to drink it out of the painted label bottles. Do they still have the painted label bottles? My San Miguel's the sticker type that's here. I don't think they have the painted bottles anymore. Whew. Yeah, man, we got to make a trip out there sometime. You can show me that Mexican restaurant.
Ah. Still painted bottle. Yeah, I would agree with that. It definitely looks like it's painted.
Mine's stickers. The San Miguel apple stickers.
Right. Yeah, the clear bottles.
Mm-hmm.
The brown bottles all look like they're painted, though. There's paint on them.
Oh, boy. Well, man, I better get going. I'm going to try to get things ready. Got a lot of chores to get done around the house. And
All right, brother. Good having you on.
thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
I'm
Good
here.
talking.
Okay, come back and see us next week.
All right. Let me
All
know.
right.
All right, later.
And to everybody that joined the chat, thank you so much. We're going to log off now. And 3 hours and 26 minutes. Wow. One of the longest chats we've done in quite a while. We normally only do about 2 hours. So thanks to everybody that participated. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.